I'm telling you.
They say jujitsu is better for like actual street fights because a lot of times niggas just end up hugging and wrestling. And
But you want to know? I was watching this Andrew Tate. He was like, that shit would not work in Europe. Like everybody got a knife. Like you try to do some jiu-jitsu shit.
Knife crime is everything.
You're gonna get poked in the ribs.
Knife game is crazy.
Fighting in London is just savage. These niggas got knives. They throw acid on you.
Battery ass shit.
Yeah,
like, God damn, nigga.
I'm not built for that.
Walk around with acid? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I'd much rather be shot. Like,
I'd rather get shot than get disfigured like that.
Bro. That's fucked, bro. I don't like that shit.
That's what happens when you only let police have guns.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't even really have guns.
People get real creative on how.
That's worse than a switch though. Acid. I don't know.
Acid is bad, bro.
Yo,
that's mad breath. That's mad breath.
Acid is bad, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I heard like if getting stabbed, is way worse than getting shot.
Especially if the knife is what is called serrated.
Yeah.
It's like so when you go out.
It's even worse when it's dull.
Yeah,
because it's real jagged.
Yeah.
It just snaps
tears,
shit on the way in.
It don't slice, it tears.
I'd rather get cut clean like a butcher, nigga.
Yeah, make it swift.
Make it a good knife.
You know, but you know, is it rolling? Is it ready?
I'm waiting on y'all for me to go.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're ready. We're about to get it started.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too.
Welcome to the 3-0 podcast. We Even the Artists Can Be Fans. AJ the Menace.
Shannon Petty.
And your boy Jeff.
And today we have a podcast matchup, a podcast blend, connection, whatever you want to call
Crossover.
it. Crossover. That's the word for
Multiverse.
it. LOI The Show is in the building.
Yeah, it's a clash of worlds going on right now. This tone groove.
We
like to say we have the most pimping podcast on the planet, but that's self-proclaimed.
That's a whole thing. That's all. Speaking of the most pimping podcast, are y'all 85 South Show fans?
I'm familiar with them. I don't necessarily watch it.
Supporters for sure.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
Like they win is all win for us. Type
Right.
Carlos, I knew Carlos from Wild and Out. And DC Young Fly from
Chico
Vine.
Bean.
So
right, yeah.
Always had love for them brothers.
Wow, yeah, true. That's a whole fact. Yeah, we went to their live show, bro. They be going crazy, bro.
Word.
They had it at a drive-in theater too during COVID. Lit. So lit.
So that shit was before y'all did y'all.
Yeah, well, we've done a live show before.
I'm about to say a couple.
We had done, we've done two.
The last one.
If we're counting the racetracks too, we're at like three.
Yeah, the first one is 2019.
Yeah, that was the first one. The second one was last year. Yeah.
Put some respect on the pimpin', man.
We've done a couple.
85 South Soul live like was it real regulated because of the pandemic?
Bro, it was at a drive-in theater. So it was like over in Charlotte. You go out there, drive-in theaters are huge, but they got the screen, and then he's on stage. You set the radio station to the mics, so like everything they're doing and all the music they're playing that the DJ's playing is coming through everybody's car, and you just kicking it in your car. It's
socially
fire.
distanced already.
Yeah. Everybody's good because you come with your car, and the way that you bought the tickets, it was pretty much like $20 a person, so you had to buy one car full of tickets at a time. So like, if 4 people go in your car, everybody's puts like $30 in plus the fee, and it's like that covers for 4 people in each car.
Or bring a blanket and lay down in the back of that motherfucker.
Bro, it's lit, yeah. And then people were setting up little spots in the grass, like
what was like the tone of color looking like? It was a lot of brothers.
Oh, it was black excellence out there. This is the 85 South show at the end of the day. Yeah, it was black excellence, bro. It was lit. It was
90%
lit, bro.
niggas.
Yeah, 100%.
85% niggas.
100%. The 85%ers were in the building. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it was lit though. But let's talk about y'all podcast before we jump into these topics because they can't stay the whole time. We started a little bit later, but they still came through. We appreciate y'all coming through. So I've been following these brothers on Instagram probably for like 6 months, maybe almost a year. Not the whole year, I don't think. But like 6 months is when like y'all kind of just popped up or like on the radar where I started seeing it, bro. Y'all clips are funny as hell, bro.
Appreciate that,
bro.
Man.
So funny, dog. And it's just like I always been following. I might have sent them clips here and there or whatever. But I was like, but we haven't done a podcast mashup either in a long time. So I was like, yeah, I need to get them on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then we met at the live show because y'all even came out to the live show, right?
He came out. I couldn't
He
make
came out to the
it.
live show, yeah. So it's like, I was able to meet you at the live show. And then I was like, nah, I definitely got to get them on. You know what I'm
I
saying?
even told you, like, yeah, we're going to have to link up.
Yeah. And then you hit me up, and then, yeah, bro. So we finally making it happen or whatever. When did y'all start your podcast? Tell people a little bit about your podcast, how long you been doing it, so they know. You know.
So, we've been through like several different rebrands. Because we was trying to figure out what we like and
What was
what
our
work and
first
shit.
name? Yeah.
We used to be the Savant Box. Because we was like, this is like watching TV and shit. It's a little mind numbing. Especially because our original content, I would describe it as hot fly nonsense.
Okay,
Like we was kind of just
okay.
getting high and talking shit.
We was
Right.
18, 19. you know what I mean?
We still do that, but we read a few more books now.
bullshit.
Right.
It's a little more sophisticated.
Right.
We've been doing it for about 4 years. In October, I would say for real, we took it serious and went pro like the last year.
I about to
Maybe
say
really
6
like
months
the
ago.
last 8
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Which is why when you said that 6-month timeline, I was all right, bet. We was doing what we was
so
supposed
y'all
to.
popped up when y'all was actually putting it.
That's
applying
when we
for
were
it.
serious.
Yeah.
Because even when we were talking earlier and you were saying y'all are probably at 150, I was like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it doesn't look like 150, but then at the same time, y'all do have crazy interviews posted. So I'm like, yeah, if we count all those, it do seem like they do have a lot,
If
you
put
know?
up- And it's like YouTube don't do it justice because we've been doing it for 3 years before we even thought about YouTube. So a lot of this shit is on Apple,
It's on
Spotify,
Apple.
Right.
Comcast.
Just audio.
And you got to be
Just
a
audio.
real like,
Just audio.
supporter to go to like episode
The audio.
1. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Oh man.
But the audio listeners are like the
archive.
OG listeners, though. So the ones who listen on audio, they're listening from start to finish.
and it's fucked
Literally,
up because it's like, that's like my most, like sacred episodes. Like those are the real ones.
The ones
You
that
know
the
what I
ones
mean?
that are just the audio. There's no video.
No
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
That's the ones where you can see yourself developing.
Yeah, they kind of, it's a little uncomfortable to watch, but you got to do it though.
But it's part of the
Yeah.
process. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, nigga, we didn't even have proper mic etiquette.
That's really how it be, though.
A
That's
lot of
really
filler words, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
Yeah, that's how it be.
developing, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
developing.
It's like you got to watch your own film like you a hooper and shit.
Facts.
Like, yo, I said
Football,
like
basketball.
52 times in this one episode.
Gotta chill.
Niggas need to be more concise and more conservative with the
Yeah,
words.
yo, that is so real, bro.
Trying to
And
become
it's
pro at this shit.
and I feel like a lot of people I feel like I could tell that by y'all's already. So now it makes more sense because when I was talking to like them in the group chat, I was saying it's a new podcast. I kept referring to y'all as a new podcast because I just found you 6-7 months
Yeah.
ago. And then I was like, it's not that they have a bunch. Like I thought if you would have more followers, I thought you might have been around longer. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, but these niggas is like, they got it, bro. Like that's what I'm telling them. I'm
Appreciate
like, bro,
you,
we don't
man.
have to worry about them. Like, it's not like everybody always, y'all already know. Niggas want to get on your podcast. That's just what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? But there's a certain level of entertaining people have to be. You know what I'm saying? Some people are great if these cameras were off and we were just kicking it, rolling up, doing whatever we
it
was
would really
doing.
be crazy then.
Yeah, they be the best. Yeah, they be going crazy. As soon as the camera cut on, they're not making no moments right now. You know what I'm
It
saying?
becomes performative.
It becomes
Right.
performative instead of just being them. But that's why when I was looking at y'all, I was telling Lee, I was like, bro, they either have raw talent or they're just nice. It's
And
one of the two.
We've
But
been doing it for 4 years.
right,
behind
so
the camera.
I didn't realize
So-
y'all put your hours in.
Yes,
Yeah.
We was essentially Tony Stark in the cave.
Yeah.
We was in Mark 1 phase right
Right,
there.
right, yeah.
Now niggas got nanobots and shit.
Type
Yeah, that's a fact though. That's a fact. So
real rap.
So then how's the content evolved, you would say? Since
Evolved. I think we just gotten better.
We got
Like-
better and we're more prepared.
yeah.
And like we take this shit more serious. Like before, we used to smoke about 2-3 blunts. Like I know
Oh,
we
no.
smoked a little bit right here, but we was trying to be conservative.
No. Yeah, that's why there was
That's
only
it.
one, and it was multiple people shared it.
So,
Yeah.
At a certain
you
point,
feel
you're
me?
shot. You know what I mean? Yeah, it
Have
takes
some
away from
coffee
your
on
good.
hand too.
Right. Everybody, it's so real. Like the early podcasting, man, you realize for some reason podcasting just looks like one of those things from a distance that
can
we
just
can get hammered drunk, smoke mad blunts, and we gonna have fire content. That is not the case. Like, now we
Treat it
need
like
to
it's the Wild Wild West.
yeah, with
I
like
mean, Drink Champs is the only niggas that do that.
that's
but-
really it. But we was
They
kind of
do.
But
talking.
even
They
them,
don't-
it's like
We was talking about that last week. We was
Yeah.
like, low key, Nori's like the worst interviewer.
Yeah, he is.
But that's what makes it great. Like it's
yeah,
so
kinda.
like let's make some hands.
Yeah,
like that shit is amazing.
Yeah,
and
that's-
like who you watch that shit sober?
That's
Like,
true.
come
That's
on
true.
now, Like who watch that shit sober?
Nigga Nori watches that shit sober and like, yo, I talk, nigga.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Like, not to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you again, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that was polite, but I.
Yeah, he a talker, bro. And it's like one of the funniest, most iconic moments I feel like was when Kanye went up there the first time. And you remember before it was just clapping. Remember when they added the air horn?
Yeah.
When Kanye went up there,
Yeah.
Kanye said, "Don't do that no more." like you got me fucked up, bro. Why you got that air horn in my ear right now, bro?
And I heard, like, supposedly he has autism. People with autism have a
Certain sounds.
sensory deprivation.
There's certain-
shit. So he's probably like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no,
Niggas fighting since
that's a
he's
fact
probably
though. That's a
13.
fact though. That's a fact.
White Lives Matter.
He started tweaking out.
Yeah. And we wonder why he be tripping sometimes.
Right, yeah.
Like,
Bruh.
what y'all watch the controversial documentary? I ain't gonna say it on your platform.
I didn't watch
The
it.
Kyrie one?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I heard it's wild.
I'll say it.
I've heard so many.
It's
I've heard
synopsis.
so many people talking about it. I feel like I watched it,
It's just
Word,
and I heard it's
yeah.
not that enjoyable either.
no. It seems like it's like kind of boring. But
It's 4
it's
hours
Black
long.
Israelites. though?
Yeah.
It's 4 hours long. It doesn't start till 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like, it was 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, another title screen. Wake up now.
Like,
Yo, when is this movie finna movie? Like, I'm kind of ready
Right,
for the shit to
right,
crack on.
right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so it's like that,
I wouldn't have lost my job over the shit.
right?
Right.
Spending 5 games, nigga. Like, I don't know who.
Or even
Right,
tweet about it
right.
for that matter. Yeah.
Yeah,
just in
bro,
general.
that's true, bro.
But I don't. It depends. Like, it's a bigger purpose behind it.
Yeah,
I don't.
But did it deliver on its message the right way?
they didn't do it right.
If you can stay awake and it's like
4
we
hours.
talked about this on our podcast, but
lecture.
you need so much context, like biblical,
Yeah,
geographical.
yeah. You already need to have knowledge of all this other shit. to even,
Deuteronomy,
like,
22,
Bro,
nigga.
you gotta know a
yeah.
little Hebrew.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're not the average person ain't going in there and being able to connect all the thoughts that they're
Yeah.
giving off.
yeah.
The lame is just
Gotcha.
gonna lay right down.
Gotcha.
And like it's easy if you don't know. Like, you know how some niggas sound smart, the dumb niggas?
Yeah.
It's a perfect
Yeah.
example of that.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
a lot of big words, but you ain't saying
Shit.
right now. Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
information at you at once that it's just like I said, if you're basic, you'll just like okay.
Yeah.
But the documentary, it was cool though. Like, we're all children of Judah. If you didn't know,
Allegedly.
Right.
Save their careers. Like, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
I never met him, but
Word.
I heard.
Allegedly, like, we're all children.
Yeah.
And like we was talking about it, like it matters because it gives us a team. Like being black isn't a big enough jersey to just put
Yeah.
on.
Well, that's
in
why,
America
That's
especially.
why
Yeah, it's just like-
the terms like when you're foundational Black America. That's why terms like that were established because
because they want to make it a squad for everybody.
Yeah,
essentially,
there's no. It's like African American. What's that heritage? That heritage is slavery, but
It's
it's
vague.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's vague. It still covers a lot because the African can come here, and the average person will call him African American, but he's actually just an African. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went to the National History Museum, the black one in DC.
DC. I went up
I
there
haven't
too.
been there in
That
a long
shit-
time. I've
It's
been
fire
there.
in there.
been
There's a lot
while.
of shit in there, bro.
It's
a lot. Yeah.
fire. Like,
be honest.
it was
To me.
I found it like disrespectful.
For real.
Like, first floor was slavery. Because that's where our story starts.
That's the trauma
true.
room.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody knows that, right?
We
Yeah.
all came
That's
According to the
shackled.
white man.
It's our
Right,
Krypton.
right.
Everybody came shackled. There wasn't no free niggas.
Right, that's a fact.
On
Yeah,
the boat.
The chains
That's
darkened our skin.
You know what I mean?
that's really the biggest finesse. They try to make it seem like all the black people got here during slavery.
No,
and less
no,
than
no,
half
no.
a million of them got here.
But you know
during
what?
slavery.
You know what's
Like,
funny that you said that because for me, when I looked at it, when I went there, and I went there with somebody at the time, but when I looked at it, I was like, bro, look how far we done fucking came. That was my personal take
You
on
can
it.
look at it that way too.
You know what I'm saying? That was my take. But it's like, I understand what you're saying, I think, but it's just like, for me at the time when I was there and the space I was in at the time, because this was like, I went probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's been a while since
It's
I've
been a
been.
while since I went.
Oh,
but-
okay.
But when I went, it was just like, goddamn, bro, we not the same niggas we were. We were at some point. You know what I'm saying? Within here.
And I'm not. Let me do a better job of describing it. The first floor it was dark. It was gloomy. Like, it felt like
They were trying to
slavery.
create a vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
felt
Okay,
like
okay,
slavery.
okay.
Yeah,
I feel that.
their
I feel
point
that.
was to
Second
create
floor.
the bottom of that ship.
That was the bottom deck of the ships.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I feel
second
that.
floor. Now I don't know if it was the same floor when you went.
Okay.
But the second floor now it was just a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
oh, the first nigga who played the saxophone.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Like, for real.
Small victories, gotcha.
Third floor, we get to the outfits, the Michael Jackson outfits, the Prince outfits. The
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Right.
But that's all like
Cultural.
cultural significance.
You know
Facts,
what I mean?
facts,
Yeah,
facts,
And
facts,
then they
facts.
did have a little African part, but it was just so vague because like Africa is a continent. You get what I
True,
mean?
Yes.
true. It's so many. There's tribes in Africa.
That's
It's
why.
so much-
That's
yeah,
why,
bro.
If we
Tribes
made
and
it,
countries. Yeah,
if we made it known, like we had like, yo, we wearing the jersey of Israel on our back.
right.
We go to these museums, it'll be about our tribes. It
Okay,
won't
so
just
how do
be
you
about-
think if they were to rearrange the floors, add another floor? So your first floor would be. What would your first floor be before we get to the slavery floor? Because that floor can't go nowhere.
That's
It's
true.
got to be
Okay,
there.
that's
It's got to
true.
be somewhere. But where would it be?
Man, the slavery floor?
Yeah, it'd probably be floor 2, right?
Man, you see, that's the
You think you know enough African history to answer
Yeah,
this?
you talk about the kings in Africa.
That is deep. Man. That is.
Yeah,
You do
it's
got to know some
deep, it's
history
deep,
too.
it's deep, yeah.
And then, you know,
But the way that
It
I'm hearing it
depends.
though, it's like the first floor would have to be what black people were. So it would need to show black people in America before it was colonized. It would need to show black people in Africa.
Yeah.
Then I feel like the slavery floor, low key,
Look.
we might not even need a slavery floor. Before the slavery floor, we might need to make sure we highlight the African tribes that sold slaves and caught slaves, and then the beginning of the slave part.
Yeah, so
and
then,
then
let's be clear.
But you see, I feel like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of that can be on the first floor.
Right.
And I think the second floor could be slavery because it's like, oh yeah, then we get to
Okay.
this part.
Okay,
Then
okay.
We get to, you know,
So
the
like
person
chronological
that played the
order.
saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First nigga that got his dick sucked on the white bench.
Yeah, yeah.
Leroy Jones.
Leroy Jones.
Leroy Jones. What was it, about
Leroy-
1942? 62.
62. But yeah, you get what I mean?
I feel that.
Nah,
I feel
the
that.
slavery floor, we have to see that.
I don't know. Even before that, like, don't you think the first floor should be like the history, like us in Egypt building pyramids?
what I'm
Yeah. Shit like
so
that.
that
You
first
see-
floor will cover everything
Now.
pre-slavery.
Pre-slavery.
Yeah,
right.
facts,
Yeah,
facts.
like us inventing the wheel and shit, discovering
right.
fire.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because how many other how many other inventions did we do that niggas don't know that we did? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But see, now this is where we getting hot though.
I was
You
about to
said
say.
lost childs of Israel, lost children of Israel, right?
Yeah.
Like, see, they not finna put that in no goddamn museum. Okay, they not going for that.
You see, and that's
Yeah.
why,
It's
They would
not
have
black
to rip up a
owned.
few history
Not in the
books.
National Mall.
and that's
facts.
why, like, I see like how America, you know, made it. You know, they put it this way: they turned us black. We forgot about our history.
That's facts.
Now
You don't watch your
Israel, we
last
look at
name.
Israel like, oh yeah, we just bond them niggas. Fuck them.
That's
Like,
facts.
nah,
Right? Yeah, yeah.
But, nigga, that's our home. Like, in
Yeah.
a sense, like this is a Native American's home. White
Right.
people took it. Same shit.
Well, outside of Native Americans, there were black people, straight black people here too.
They called him the Blue Man.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
straight black people here too, and that's another thing too, because the Native Americans, they were mass genocided by pilgrims and white folks and shit when they came over, but there were still a lot of black people that were here that just also got roped into slavery along with the less than 500,000 slaves that came through the transatlantic slave
trade.
trade.
There was
You know what I'm saying?
supposedly, like it's this nigga that Joe Rogan be having on his podcast.
Yeah.
He be talking about, you know, prehistoric, ancient, you know, events that destroyed Earth and shit.
I think I know who you're talking
Graham
about.
Hancock.
Yes,
Graham
yes,
Hancock.
yeah.
He was
Put
like,
it at your ass, nigga.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm reaching
that
it.
Frappuccino.
Yeah, nigga, you did that.
But fucking
That coffee.
that coffee, nigga. But he was like, it was some like meteor that hit Africa that like, you know, made
That gave us
all black
vibranium?
people- Yeah,
It launched black people into the United
kryptonite
States.
meteor. It made all black people like migrate to America.
Gotcha.
It's all
Because back in Pangea, the shit was connected.
when it was all
right?
connected.
Like,
Yeah,
it's all
Land
science
when
based.
it
You
was a
know,
land bridge.
I can't describe it because you know I'm no fucking scientist.
Right.
I've heard this story
But
before.
trust me, it happened. Nigga.
Yeah.
Because they found artifacts from the from the black people or something.
Bro.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I've heard this story.
I've heard a theory. How you think they built the pyramids?
Low key aliens, bro. That shit's crazy.
Might have been some intervention from some aliens
Nigga,
Yeah.
or some
Now-
celestial situation.
Now keep it a band, because we've argued about this shit religiously.
Mad
nigga.
niggas
I
and
see
mad
this
niggas and
shit.
pulley systems, bro. That's me.
Magnets.
No, I said mad niggas and pulley systems.
I don't
But you're talking about
Slavery
magnets?
and pulley systems.
like.
Yeah,
I
facts.
was watching this video. Like you can manipulate objects like sand, water.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
with magnets and shit.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
But like, it's been experiments. This is what
So
Nikola
they-
Tesla was talking about.
Okay.
How he got and shit.
Gotcha.
You sound intelligent, nigga.
You're like, who is this nigga?
I'm gonna send y'all this. It's fucking
Yeah, send it to me, yeah.
mind blowing.
So it's basically
wanna
like
see the
science.
shit.
They basically use.
nigga.
Madness makes sense.
So before
Makes sense.
we aren't like the first human beings that
No.
made it to this point of intelligence.
Yeah,
No,
progress
no.
is
Very
linear.
true.
Progress
I feel
isn't
like-
linear.
I believe
Hey,
that,
yeah,
bro.
I feel like we've definitely reversed in technology.
I believe
for
that.
sure.
I believe that.
I
bro.
wouldn't
There
say
was a-
reverse, but there was another group of people who figured out another way of living life
Yeah.
without machinery and combustion engines.
So
True,
like alchemy.
correct.
So they alchemy and magic, like
Right.
It was a bunch of mystics back then and shit.
feel me?
See, I thought that you was finna go that Eddie Griffin bullshit that you
Bro,
tried to regurgitate to me.
What's his?
That was like episode 11.
Nigga said there's a top and there's a bottom, and the bottom's really the top.
They
Like,
built
nigga,
it like, they built it like it's a couple different theories.
Right.
They probably built it multiple different ways.
Right.
But the way I think how you pick up a big ass rock, you use magnets,
True.
Or vibration. I can see that.
vibration,
Yeah.
sound, and frequency.
Yeah.
I can
That's
that makes sense.
what
And
Levy
this-
systems.
And that's
Yeah.
another thing too, bro. Like I remember, those people that used to work on the pyramids, they bones be worn down, nigga. You know what I'm saying? From pushing shit, backs be arched.
Fractures
you know what
all
I'm
over,
saying?
yeah.
Fractures up and down their
Unhealed.
legs and arms. So it was definitely still some straight manual labor. Cause I'm thinking, I mean, back then it's not uncommon for them to just they shave down this rock to a perfect triangle or square, and they tie 400 men up to this rock. It just
And you see,
it just start to pull it up this.
Them shits
pull
is
it up
placed
this
too
fucking
perfectly.
hill.
They're like Legos. Like, ain't no way they had
like
that
that's the
that
crazy
precise.
part. Like even your language, it's like nigga, we built it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like
Yeah.
nigga, we.
True.
Nigga, that shit got to you, nigga.
I'm fucking around.
Them Israelites got to him, man.
Hey,
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It
fuck
sound like that movie hit you right
Nah,
in the
but it's
feels.
just
Yeah.
it's all like
He soaked some of
it's
that
some
in.
shit that like I've been knew about.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like history. Like we didn't start from slavery,
Nah,
Yeah.
facts,
Oh, no,
facts.
of course
100,
not.
100.
and it's not as vague as just Africa.
If it took
Yeah,
place,
no.
if
You know
all
what I
these
mean?
events took place in Northern Africa, how can they be white people?
Yeah,
that's
facts.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
facts.
the
History
Literally
is
can be.
history is made by the
That-
victors.
the
You know,
people
like
who
we
win
said
the
that.
war,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And you know what's interesting? The
History's
only
written
two
by-
races who have a color as the name is black and white people.
Facts.
When white people came over here, they were trying to get away from Britain and Europe and all that
Correct.
shit. So
Right.
they wanted to forget they shit.
Yeah,
It's like
true.
fucking monarchs and king systems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Black
Bro.
people. We the only people who just America. That's where we
No,
started.
that's
Right,
100.
right,
That's 100. I
right.
always
That's a
say it
fact.
because when I first came here at 8 years old, the first thing I noticed as a child was being black.
You're a
I
nigga
never
now.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that before. I was just a kid.
You're not
I heard
Jamaican.
somebody. I
Yeah.
overheard somebody say something like, "Yeah, Lauren, the black kid." I was like, "Nigga, the black kid? What the fuck that mean?"
Yup, yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like
In America, you're the black
Yeah,
kid. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
We get it's like we're just a color, and
Yeah.
that's why we have to have a team. Children of Judah, nigga. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you sold,
You gotta
nigga.
start repping
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know, I'm a little
yeah.
skeptical
See,
still. Like I
See,
used
I'm
to,
a little skeptical. See,
Yeah.
I'm more with the FBA. I'm more on that side. Like,
you know Dr. Claude Anderson?
yeah.
Yeah, like native blacks and all
Yeah,
that.
right.
yeah.
I'm more on that. Like, I know for a fact that I know for a fact that my family heritage was in a plantation. I actually went to the plantation in Alabama
Oh,
and
word?
saw it. So, like, I know my family for sure came through slavery. I know that for a fact.
What did that do for you to be able to like really see your
Okay.
lineage and your ancestry?
Okay, bruh, it's fucking crazy. It's called the Avery Plantation, and it's in Alabama. And when you go out into there, when you go out on that field where the house is like still there, but it's not in its glory days like it probably was at one point. But when you go through, bruh, there's unmarked graves with like handwritten, carved into the cement or whatever for like marking dates and stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy, bruh.
That's
And
weird.
when you're there, it feels like you could feel everything.
It's
there.
like an ominous presence. It's just kind of
Yes,
spooky.
you can feel the spirits there. Like you can feel the ancestors there. Essentially, the ones that are literally in this earth right now.
Because a lot of really sad shit took place there.
Exactly.
That's a
So
fact,
when you
man.
go there, it's an automatic like,
Yeah, like if you see a tree with a strong branch, it's like, ugh.
yeah, bro. It's kind of crazy.
And did you go find the descendants? Like, yo, like you got to see about this shit.
So no, I didn't do that.
How
Like,
would you even like go?
well, we tracked it down my mom's side, and we know some of the. I have family in that area still, like Alabama, like Opelika, Georgia, in that area. So it's like we all got together. Like when we went to Georgia first, linked up with a couple cousins. Then we went to Alabama, linked up with a couple cousins. Then we all went.
So this was like
sacrificial.
Like nigga.
Yeah, this was like a trip of like 8 to 10 people.
Okay.
Maybe even 12. You know,
damn near a reunion right there.
Low key, yeah. I mean, essentially, but like
all it take.
yeah, but it's like literally they all just like got together. We're like, let's track it all the way back. And then this is where our family came from.
But what about like the slave owners?
I never tracked that. We never tracked. They might have. I was younger at the time when I went too. So keep in mind, I was probably in 8th grade right before I started high school.
Wow. Okay.
So it was a while ago. Like I haven't been since then. Yeah. So. But that would be interesting, though.
Even thinking about all of that in 8th grade was probably a little over your head.
And even on that, but but I still remember the feeling I had when I was there. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm about to say, you could have been a young nigga about it. Like, it smells over there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah. Something about this area is different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was crazy. That was for sure
crazy. Do you
crazy.
believe in, like, ancestral pain? Like, as a concept?
Not... Well, yeah, kind of, but at the same time...
Like something that passes.
I haven't looked into it as much
to
either. Like the concept, just you saying it to me, I kind of understand what you're saying.
Like someone living a lifetime of horrific events and pain and all that.
Like
based off of
ancestors.
That's something
I've heard a neuroscientist speak about this shit. He was like, anxiety and trauma can be passed down because it's really just chemical shit going on in your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you might be predisposed to that type of shit, depending on what your ancestors went through. That's why it's important to know where you come from.
Right.
That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the when we were talking about horror movies and shit. The horror movie Hereditary was sort of low key about that, but even though they were using it as a demon passing down from one family member to another, but the demon was an allegory for past trauma and shit, and how you could pass it on to the next and the next.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was watching this video of this preacher, and he was talking about there was a study. There was a hypnotist, right?
Okay.
He hypnotized like 4 people. He took one person's history away. He inflated another person's future. Inflated another person's history. You know, this is more shit. You get the point.
Right.
The niggas with the forgotten history
Fell off the worst.
A lot of anxiety, a lot of, just a lot of problems.
Right, yeah.
Just, slavery shit.
Right.
High cholesterol.
Essentially, you're right.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Niggas got gout.
But long story short, their operation through life is a little bit more traumatic than the other person who's got an inflated sense of future or ego.
It's hard
or
to
whatever.
go forward if you can't even look back.
Right.
Like you have to be able to look back.
That was beautifully put, nigga. Poetic.
That was, yeah.
That's like with
It's real shit though.
yeah. What do you call it? Not insomnia, but like Alzheimer's and shit. You know, like when you lose, we're nothing but our memories and shit. You know, and our past. Yeah, so it's just like when you lose that shit, it's like, well, who are you?
Yeah. Like, what was that movie with Adam Sandler? The bitch forgot like every day.
50 First Dates.
50 First Dates. Yeah.
Like nigga, she was
where every day he had a reminder that they were married, low key. Yeah.
Nigga, you can't be forgetting.
It's impossible.
Yeah, right. Yeah, losing your mind is the scariest thing in the world, or not having a sense of where you come from. That I think it is slept on. It's not even slept on. It's ignored. It's done for a reason. It was done for a reason. How do you get a group of people online? You wash out what they came from. You know what I'm saying?
It's procedural.
Yeah, it's procedural. All these things, nothing is done. Stripping somebody of their name is not. You know what? Yeah, let's just take their name. That sounds like a good idea. It's not. It's like no.
It's their property. Yeah, so they don't need it.
We need to make sure that we can instill things even in future generations by enacting these certain things, aka white supremacy.
It didn't work.
It was all science based. That nigga Willie Lynch was a genius.
That was
low key, yeah.
If you would have used that shit for like other shit.
Solve world hunger or something.
Right. You would have solved world hunger. Yeah, if you would have used that.
I mean, he solved it for his people, didn't he?
Low key.
Well, he created a lot of generational wealth.
It's a dark
It's
way
all
to
about
think.
perspective.
That's a fact, though. It's a dark way to look at it, but
It's a dark way to look at it, but my nigga,
okay, so let's talk about this then. So y'all heard about, of course, the girl that and I don't want to mispronounce her name. Can you look this up, or y'all might know it? The lady
That's hard.
who
as
went
fuck.
on. Who went on?
Hey, let me get
Who passed away? Who died in Mexico with her 2 friends?
I see that.
The black woman who died in Mexico with her 2 friends. They went on vacation, 3 of them. They come back, leave her body there, and when they just told her family she died of alcohol poisoning, but they left the body. But then when they got the body back, it was like she had like a fractured skull.
I saw that, and
her spine was
broken.
her back was broken in like multiple places. Now there's videos on Twitter coming out of them literally like whooping her ass in the Airbnb and like dogging her, like dragging her around like they didn't go on vacation with her. So long story short, it's like, right, even if y'all didn't kill my daughter or my son or my nephew or whatever, no, you killed her. Just based off this video, it's like that.
You started it.
And,
it was.
Shout out to Kyrie because he basically paid for
65K.
65.
Yeah. Oh snap.
65K. He gave her 60.
I
gave the
think,
family 65K.
Man, where the hell were we talking about? Because I'm trying to figure out why I brought that up.
Her name, by the way, I don't want to butcher it either, but it's either Shanquella or Shanquella.
It's
Robinson.
Shanquella, I think. Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, correct. All right.
What were we talking about right
before
before that? 'Cause
I believe what you were saying about like knowing your history, something to that degree. Like being, you brought up a hypnotist, nigga. And you got everybody fucking confused about what we was talking about, nigga.
Oh, we were talking about losing your memory and shit, or your
Man,
past
why
and shit.
I can't
Yeah.
remember now.
But yeah,
But
I
I
could
do want
remember
to
talking
talk
about that.
like
But anyway.
that was a
To bring
fucked
it
up
full circle.
situation, and I wonder like what's the psychology behind like what we pay attention to, because that shit
Bro,
probably happens every hour.
I read this shit in
True.
a nigga getting set up.
True.
like a nigga gets. Do you mean that like we have like a natural inclination to look at like
The fuck
salacious shit?
Oh yeah, always.
Oh, for sure.
But that's because like when we was fucking barbarians and shit,
Yeah.
if everything was going smooth, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
You got to be hyper worried about anything that could be bad. Like nigga, them berries might kill you. Nigga.
Yeah.
True,
Facts.
true.
Facts.
I'm really upset.
You got to
with
be
myself
sensitive
that
to
I can't
danger.
remember.
Yeah.
So you had to rely on your sense of smell, more, and your sense of taste. You're like, oh, that ain't right. You know, that's not ready. And I get to understand what you're saying. We dulled our senses at some point. We traded it off for the ability to communicate with each other. I don't know. I can't really think of what the trade-off was. But it wasn't a good deal either way.
It's
And
cool.
it's important.
It's like we're breeding like the next generation. But speaking on instincts, I felt like she kind of already knew. Like I read somewhere that like they was friends, but they wasn't like friends.
Like
Homies like that.
Yeah, they were like
That's
homies.
how girls be hanging out. Like they don't really even be like.
But it was
each
true.
other.
They don't.
It was
yo,
the gay
They do
dudes
that.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it was. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, but
say-
I
you
don't
gotta-
think
I
gay
don't think,
problem
I don't think
Yeah,
gay's
yeah.
a slur.
I think
yeah,
if
you
you call
can
it
say
a
that, bro.
European
When a
cigarette,
black
though,
man said-
European cigarette is different.
right. Yeah.
It's like saying African American and black.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
just like-
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm pissed now. Like
You
because
pissed
I'm
at
like-
yourself?
I brought that up because it was about to.
You were
just-
bouncing off of something.
I was like throwing the alley oop to myself. I was like
Vince
throwing.
Carter.
It was like I was like about to do a bounce alley oop, and I knew y'all was gonna dunk it, and now I can't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gonna watch this shit back like, God damn.
Oh yeah. Because you, yeah,
Think about it, and as I'm editing it, it's gonna come to my mind. I'm gonna be like,
motherfucker.
yeah, because you're gonna see
Like-
you're gonna see what ignited it in the first place. Yeah.
exactly.
And then
yeah.
you're gonna think of some more cold shit to say. It's
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
That's what killed me when I think like, yo, I could have said it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
You're gonna be in the shower like dropping bombs.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be mad, bro. I'm gonna be mad.
playbook
But
and
so we'll just move on to the next one. So another topic that happened.
RP heard it.
R.I.P. to her
RIP,
for
yeah.
sure.
R.I.P.
Prayers to her family. Prosecute them niggas that was in that video beating her on
I didn't see the
and
video
that
myself.
girl.
They definitely got some lawyer
I chose
money.
not to watch it. And I'm proud of myself because like if I hear somebody dies now, I'm actively not going on the internet for like 24 hours because we talked about it like a couple months ago, probably around the time that I can't remember who had passed away, PNB Rock, but I was just
I was
like,
about to
bro,
say it's a couple.
it's so
Yeah,
it's
it's a
been
lot.
so
It's a
many,
lot,
bro. It's
bro. It's a
honestly
lot.
been so many. Where do
a
we
lot.
start? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I hate seeing unsolicited death on my Twitter feed. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't sign up to watch PNB laying on the ground of a Waffle House. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
Takeoff getting carried out of a.
Or Takeoff getting
Yeah.
carried out of and hearing Quavo scream.
Yeah.
Or Quando Rondo screaming
And
when
his
his
homeboy
friend
got shot.
Got shot.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I can read it and understand the pain. You know what I'm saying?
But what if, not to cut you off,
Yeah, go ahead.
but is it all situational, right? Because if you saw a video, and let's say I ran, like a woman getting stoned or some shit, like would you have that same, or would you be like, oh, like
Okay,
this
so
is
get
crazy,
it-
but like, damn, this shit really happening? Like,
Okay, so I feel like we talked about back in the day.
We had a phase. We all had
of
that
us had a
phase.
phase where we were
Yeah.
watching it.
It's like you go to look, not maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Context
I feel like a lot of people,
But it was
if not all
circulating.
people, have a phase where once you find out, you can see some really graphic shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Especially early on.
Early on.
Especially
Yeah,
early,
early
especially
on.
when you're
Yeah.
younger and it's early.
Yeah, you look
Yeah,
at it.
everybody looks at it, but
It's
it
part of why
depends
we
on how
do
long
stuff.
you're looking at it.
Bitches getting beheaded in the Middle
Yeah.
East and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah, exactly.
that was a real surgical
I feel
cut
like-
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There were
If
whole
you're
websites dedicated to
if
that
you're
type of shit.
5-10 years deep into watching that type of activity, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
You've seen. I'm sure everybody. I don't know if everybody has, but I mean, I've damn near seen somebody saw somebody's head off on some shit. Like,
Right? Yeah,
That was,
yeah.
that was one of those videos.
That was one of those things that went around.
Yeah.
Like, that shit
But
desensitizes you.
But with the her getting beat in Twitter, that's not something that I want to watch. The way that I've heard 3 people describe how they were whooping her ass, I'm like, I don't even want to see somebody get beat up like
I only
that.
saw one video, and it was one big bitch fucking her.
Yeah,
Smacking to it.
yeah, that's what
Big,
I'm saying.
big,
And
6
I don't
foot.
want. I'm good on seeing that.
See,
I don't think I could watch somebody get stoned either. I can watch somebody get shot. Stoning,
So
Yeah,
do
we
you,
talked about this in there.
stoning is
stabbing's
a
a lot
long
to watch.
process, bro.
How many rocks does it take?
Exactly.
Like, how long?
yeah, that's a
We're
lot.
talking 8-9
A lot.
hours, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro.
If
That's a
if
lot.
they're nice enough to throw like decent
Large
size-
though, yeah.
But
You
it's
gotta
like,
understand.
you gotta, like, how close are you?
You
like,
might-
you a
they
bigger
might-
boulder, you
And
gotta
you know
be
they
up
throwing
on it.
little rocks too.
They mine diamonds in fucking Iran. They have like the
Yeah.
sharpest rocks. A couple hours out. Man. We're
It's
talking about a small girl.
Yeah.
You gotta hit her in the head too. You
I was
gonna
gotta,
say, first off,
you gotta hit in the head.
Niggas don't really have aim either.
Yeah, they
but
probably-
You're
saying-
missing a lot,
So you're missing
but-
a lot of
They
like the
do.
vital spots.
But
like,
just think about how long.
Yeah.
Right, that's the
When you
worst
come-
way to die, probably.
Nah, they have perfect aim. They come from a culture where that's fun.
And it's in the Bible too.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
like
get it
stoning
right,
people.
that's what you're doing on Saturday
If
evening.
you can't sling that bitch, nigga,
I mean,
you probably-
I believe you, but I don't see none of them niggas in the MLB, so I don't know.
It was before the time.
Yeah,
Before the
they-
Doesn't
time.
translate into the league.
no.
Like they probably warmed up skipping rocks in the ocean and shit. Like, yeah.
So what are they doing in the DR that they birthing all these baseball players there? What are they throwing in the DR?
Poverty, nigga.
You gotta think football and baseball are some of the poorest sports.
A stick and a
True.
pippen,
A
nigga.
stick
yeah.
and something.
That's
It's
a
either a
fact.
stick or
That's a
your
fact.
foot, bro.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
fact.
true.
a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plus, it's like black people with basketball. Like once so many niggas do it and you see it working, it becomes us.
What-
So-
yeah.
It's all shit now.
And the DR, one thing they do have is baseball. Fucking.
They have.
They got it.
Have
Like the MLB is infiltrate. It's Dominicans out there.
yeah.
Like
There's mad baseball diamonds out there.
yeah,
Declining.
it is. Yeah,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
You know how
Scouts, yeah.
conflicted them Trump supporters feel? Niggas is racist, but it's like, yo, fucking
But they so good, man.
Ezekiel Iglesias is over here
It's
going crazy. nigga.
Yeah, that's a
Nah,
fact.
they love them.
Hey,
Hey, so when y'all really get on, because your podcast is gonna go, there's
Appreciate
no
you,
doubt
man.
about it. So when y'all get on, what rich sport are y'all gonna start partaking in?
I mean, golf is like typical golf.
For
does
sure,
seem kinda
gotta
stereotypical.
gotta
I might
have
try to
golf.
flip the script. I might get into ping pong or something.
See, chess, of course.
What's
chess
that one
is
shit
up
when
there.
you in the room with the little ball?
handball,
no,
nigga?
Handballs.
Yeah,
That's what it's called,
Handball's
handball?
intense.
I'll play
It's
some
gotta
bad.
be-
That feels a little country clubbish to me. I don't know if I'm just
Badminton
from a
pretty
Yo.
pimping too. if I
Yeah,
do
it
say
is.
so.
dead mid.
Racquetball is pretty aggressive too.
Racquetball also, yeah.
Um,
You need a membership to play racquetball for sure.
I fuck with volleyball. I fuck with volleyball.
Word, okay.
Oh yeah, we get
Especially the girl
niggas
division.
Find niggas throw it.
Oh yeah, y'all would go crazy in volleyball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
See, I'm
volleyball.
thinking,
Don't say curling, nigga.
I'm not thinking curling. I'm thinking
I
polo.
thought about that. I was like,
I'm thinking
I was thinking water polo, but I didn't want to
yeah.
just say
Water
that
polo,
to be
I'm
dick.
thinking
On the horse.
polo
On the horse. Yeah.
Word.
I want a
yeah.
badass,
Nah,
beautiful
bro,
horse.
I can't ride
And
no
I'm out
horse.
there, and I'm.
What?
I can't ride no horse, dog. It's like going
can't?
to the strip club. Like, like, damn, it's like these hoes is really just out here hoes. Like, they ain't got no other choice. Like, horses is like hoes, bro. I'm telling you.
Horses are in slavery.
I was in
low-key.
Mexico.
in slavery.
Horses are in slavery.
I was
low-key.
in Mexico on an excursion, and I was like, bro, this nigga just like a stripper.
Yeah,
He's just
bro.
going through the
Yeah.
motions.
You give him
Yeah.
a carrot and he just give it up. Like,
Hell
he-
yeah,
he ain't
nigga.
even gotta do all
Bro,
that.
those
He's just
those horses and donkeys that do those tours for the excursions,
Yeah.
they're in slavery, bro. You
Nah,
gotta break a
bro.
horse, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
bro, they get paid in food and kids hugging. Nigga, they
Yeah.
get paid.
Yeah.
They
You think
paid.
so?
Nigga, you assuming that's what they want, nigga. That
That's
might not
the
be their
thing,
bottom
because
line.
you gotta
That's
think
how
about-
slaves got
you wanna run that
You gotta think about
Yeah.
horses.
Bro.
But horses' entire nature, it might actually be beneficial. Horses' entire nature is skittish. Like having a horse that's not scared is an expensive horse because horses are skittish as a motherfucker. Like you be on top of them, something run by real quick. They might
Yeah.
throw you off.
They
you know
get
what I'm
scared of
saying?
snakes, nigga.
Exactly, yeah. But you got a horse that see a snake and start stomping shit out.
Yeah.
That's a good horse. You know what I'm
People
saying?
on the offensive. That'd be
So,
crazy.
Nigga, you from Alabama? You have to ride horses, right?
Well, no. I'm not from Alabama. My family's from Alabama. I was born in Maryland, raised right outside of Philly. So it's like
That's
more
where you come
to you
city.
naturally.
That's where your ancestors was working at.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like when I'm like balling, yeah, like horse polo. I just think it might be hard.
I'm probably
hell.
gonna get back into cricket, man. That's gonna be my thing, bro.
That'd be hard. That'd be hard
cricket.
too.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I grew up fucking with cricket, bro.
in Jamaica.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I had a cricket bat. We used to play outside and shit.
I
like,
have no idea how to play cricket.
Cricket is like rugby to football.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that was
Cricket
my shit.
in like India
Yeah.
Oh,
is
it's
bigger than
poppin'.
the Super Bowl, nigga.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's deep,
it's
bro.
serious.
It's like, of
Billions
course,
of
like,
motherfuckers over there.
of course, sheer numbers, they got numbers.
People
But,
sleep on
like,
how big India is.
Bro.
India
Oh,
is.
Them niggas is just laid on top
Especially
of
that
each other
film-
in the street.
That's a
Shit.
whole
film
fact,
division and shit.
bruh.
They need to
what's
spread
it called?
out.
That's a
Hollywood.
whole
Hollywood. I
fact.
think there's another something they have out there because it's like Hollywood, and then they have something else out there as well.
yeah.
Yeah, Bollywood and something wood. Yeah,
You got Nollywood,
No,
Nigeria.
yeah. There
A
you
bunch
go.
of different woods.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of woods out there.
Being famous in a country like that is a different type of like.
It is.
Like,
Yeah, you think you popping here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you talk to the Michael Jackson in India, yeah, it's
crazy.
different over
It's
there.
different.
But even
And he lives in a palace and got 4
Like
tigers.
K-pop
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah,
Or she- yeah.
yeah. Even with what's her name from Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland. She's not as big here as she is in like in Europe.
Germany.
Word.
She's like Beyonce out there.
Oh,
I mean,
snap.
well, maybe that's too far, but
But I know what you
she's
mean.
like, yeah. But she's
Beyonce's
big.
up there,
Beyonce
though.
She makes the most money out there and all that
You
shit.
think they like different countries have a different level of like celebrity?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We've stopped putting celebrity on like that pedestal. Like
I
a
mean, it's
couple
still
years
up
ago.
We
there.
see him too
Yeah.
often.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because of Instagram.
but,
We're
like,
way too
in
connected to
social
him.
media.
In like India and all them niggas, like once you famous over there, like you good forever.
Facts.
It's because you got your own domain. That's like what Pimp C was saying back in the day. Because, you know, New York niggas was kind of running the ship.
That's
So it was like,
facts,
bro,
yeah.
if you big in the South got mad states.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yes.
gonna eat forever.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like the chitlin circuit, they want to call
Yeah.
it. The chitlin circuit, they're getting crazy bread on
Yeah.
the chitlin
Yo.
circuit. Like chitlin circuits, for those
real.
that don't know, is like the term for touring in the South. But these bags, like a modern day chitlin circuit for like an up and coming rapper, he's getting $5 grand a show minimum probably,
Doing state
or
fairs
even
and shit.
like $2 to $5 grand a show doing state fairs, doing clubs. But it's like, yeah, you getting that
can rack
bag
up
and
quickly.
you touching the people,
Yeah.
and if you're savvy with your marketing, you blowing up. You blowing up, and you good. People like Yo Gotti, we didn't hear about Yo Gotti didn't have his first #1 hit until I said
But you see,
whatever that was.
street
but he was
famous, it's different levels of famous though.
he was
Yeah.
also street
Yeah.
and southern famous.
So like
know what I'm saying?
he's damn near a megastar
Yeah,
for real.
It's like being Pitbull.
But Pimp C, like you were saying, there's always the Texas artist, Slim Thug. Slim Thug used to always say, "I went platinum before y'all even knew who I was." You remember?
Bro, dead
I went
ass.
platinum in Texas. Like he always said that when he first came out.
You can damn near do it like on the Bay Area. I think
The Bay is another one
Too
too.
Short,
Yeah,
like
the
Too
Bay is
Short,
another
They
one
have a
too.
Platinum.
whole
The Bay
ecosystem
in
that-
California and the Bay. You don't have to
know
leave.
about.
What's
Yeah.
that one nigga? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
From the Bay?
Yeah, he
Tech Nine?
E40?
E40.
E40.
Whoa, E40.
E40 is a legend though.
Yeah,
It's
he
a
is
legend from the Bay who like Tech
Tech-
Nine.
Tech Nine.
Tech Nine, oh, yeah.
He's like the
He's
most.
still going crazy.
He's the number
Yeah.
one touring artist.
Yeah, like
Still. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Tech
yeah,
Nine,
that's
nigga.
crazy, yeah.
You know what Tech Nine song?
I know who he is. I had no idea that he was.
I don't
know
listen-
a
I don't
Tech
listen to his
Nine
music,
song?
though.
I probably know
No.
one or two.
I think he sells the most merch. I don't know. I
He
might be
does sell
wrong.
the most. He's always
But
sold the most
out
merch.
of like hip hop.
He has
Out
his
of hip hop,
diehard
he has the
fans.
most merch.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's all you
Tech
need
Nine.
though. If you can lock down a solid hardcore fan,
Get you
Yeah.
10.
That's what 21.
10, 20,000 people.
That's what 21 was talking about recently. Like I heard him talking about Nas and saying like how he's not relevant,
isn't relevant.
anymore.
Yeah. See,
He just
I
has a
didn't get
strong
to hear
fan
the
base.
soundbite from it. Did y'all get to hear
Yeah,
that?
you know what's
Hear the
crazy? The
sound
nigga
bite.
literally said that he makes phenomenal music. But he's
Yeah, he
not
didn't diss
like
him
a
or
top charting artist anymore.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Factual
Which is
statement.
true.
But you
That's
know
a fact.
how old
That's a
head
fact.
niggas get when you start talking shit.
So he
Yeah.
really
like, yo,
didn't
look at
say
his
nothing
investment
crazy about him.
portfolio.
He didn't say too much crazy. People just didn't like the fact he used the word relevant.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
a buzzword.
because
That's,
it's-
it's like
it's
a
negative.
buzzword. It's a
Gotcha.
trigger, but it ain't.
It's saying
really
you're over
crazy.
and shit.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
people like.
Yeah, when you hear
hear.
irrelevant,
coulda said it
you're
differently,
like,
but it's
who-
like-
you trying to shit on me, nigga?
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
that- yeah.
he didn't even say irrelevant. He just didn't say he was. He said he's not relevant.
He's
But
not
see,
relevant.
people
Oh,
take
gotcha.
people take that as irrelevance.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I mean, isn't that basically?
I take it as
Not
just
necessarily.
because
It's semantics, but
it's like
Semantics,
Nas
yeah.
is Nas.
yeah,
Like
he's a
It's-
legend
it's certain
regardless.
people. I feel, especially if you're a rapper,
Yeah.
like you should never even go across that line, like
Of saying
Nas,
that. Yeah,
nigga,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
make hip hop
Because he
now,
would
he's
never
relevant.
say that to Hove.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But Hov,
depends,
yeah.
though.
During the beefing era, they
some
were.
relevance
did,
in
yeah.
what rappers do today. I mean, I guess
It's a real divide between the different schools, but it kind of started with them niggas. Because when the Uzi came out, when all these little niggas came out, they was talking shit. And
It started with that class.
Oh yeah, y'all
Yeah.
started talking shit.
Where-
You ain't
yeah.
gonna out rebel the youth, nigga.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
possible.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah.
We really don't give a fuck. We
Yeah,
didn't see
where
that shit.
Uzi's like, I'm not rapping on no old ass beats if you put them beats on. Like,
Yeah.
Right, they did that.
It started with that.
They did that to Yachty at a radio station, didn't
They
they?
did it to
Try to clown Yachty.
all of those.
Yeah,
all
all
of them
of them,
kind of
yeah.
had a moment to where they
Lil
were all
Pump.
kind of like shit on for being the new generation. It was so different back then. Like that
But-
generation really was crazy though.
I don't know though. Like, if you a rapper, shouldn't you be able to spit some hot shit like whenever?
It depends on.
Yes.
I mean,
Like-
yes and no. It depends on the
Like-
If you're
style.
a rapper,
It depends on the style.
If you're an artist, if you're just an artist, you like there's a difference between rapper and artist. You know what I'm saying?
But even
Like,
then, bro, you give me one of Ice Spice type beats right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna flow that nice on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of depends on some of the production.
So,
but as
yeah.
well, like I could still put words together, but am I gonna like this that much? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm even saying on the lyrical side, like a lot of these niggas, they're not like.
You think? Oh,
They're
okay.
like- they're
Back in the
not
day,
nice.
everybody, even if they had a different style, they had a base level. Well, this is
base
Yeah.
level.
They have a
Yeah,
base
yeah,
level,
yeah.
and this is another thing too. A lot of
That's
people's
facts.
base level was the New York, being able to rap like a New Yorker. That
Bam-
was the base
bam
level
bap,
because that
you
was the
know.
original. That's where hip hop was
Yeah.
birthed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
People started getting mad that your base level wasn't a New York flow.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
then
that's
LA
really
came
what it
in
is.
as well. Like LA with their G Funk sort of came like right
Yeah,
after the New York
true,
thing.
true.
You know, so
So,
it was like
yeah,
you could either sound LA or New York. you
Yeah,
know?
but you
sound
haven't
like
had
Snoop
some
or
sort
Nas.
of base level, and then
Yeah.
the South was ignored for so fucking long.
which is crazy.
Which is
Y'all here making
crazy.
these
Which
country
Andre,
rap tunes.
yeah, Andre
Right.
3000. He's the first
until
one.
Andre 3000 was like the South got something
The South
to say.
Side,
You know what I
and
mean?
he
But
was for better or for worse. like-
Shout out 3 Stacks.
New York really is having a hard. I feel like they were having a hard time, and they still are a little bit.
New York is
not as
fucking
much.
ass.
Yeah, bro.
Now,
But they're
yeah.
having Brooklyn Drill is saving New York though. Brooklyn Drill
No,
saving New York.
Nigga, what? Saving
It's-
New York?
It
Drill is
made
the only thing coming out of New York.
it gave a spark to New York, but it's like it's real uniform. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people.
And it's not even this UK
Yeah.
drill.
It's,
like it's not even unique in any type
It's like
of
black people's reggaeton. Like where the
Well, you don't
beats
think we
always
got
the same.
Southern bias for saying that?
Yeah.
nigga.
You don't think that's Southern bias on our side?
It might be.
What do you mean?
Because they probably say the same thing about us, right?
What you mean?
Yeah, they can say all trap music sounds the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They
But I don't know, but there's a lot of niggas in New York trying to sound like they from down here,
That's a
getting
fact.
real
That's
melodic
that's
and
a fact.
shit.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
but that's
Yeah,
because
that's true.
Atlanta's sound
fact.
is
It's
the sound
has
now.
been dominating everything.
Yeah,
That's a
and I
fact.
think that's why with New York and LA and all that shit, and the old generation, like, I think this goes back to what we talked about, like how hip hop doesn't have clear defining subgenres, because that's
Yeah.
what was happening. Is like hip hop had sounded a certain way for so long, and then it took a hard shift. Mostly in 2008 when I think about it.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's
the
when
blog-
like
blog era.
the sound. Yeah, that's when
yeah,
autotune
blog
came
era,
in.
yeah.
And,
That was a Wiz
everything.
Khalifa,
That
Big
Waka
Sean.
Flocka,
Drake.
That was
Waka Flocka, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'ma
yeah.
buy you a drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all
T-Pain
that.
and
Yeah,
shit.
everything changed.
Yeah,
That
and
was a hell of a
yeah. That's right. But yeah,
Money Lloyd and shit.
yeah. So it's like the old generation. I think it like hit the sound of hip hop took such a hard pivot that the original generation was just like, whoa, wait, what y'all kids doing? Wait,
But even back then, but when you hear, and I'm not saying these people have said this before, but the Wu-Tang generation, the Biggie generation, they said they weren't bigged up by their forefathers, which was Rakim and the KRS Ones. They weren't
really?
being bigged up by them. So it feels like
Really?
every generation is dropping the ball on putting
bringing
their
it
arm
But they were
around
up-
Go to
it.
the
Next
ladder back.
generation.
but they were
Yeah,
influenced. Yeah.
Going back to what I said, if we was all wearing the same jersey, I don't know though.
Nigga, you need to get a megaphone and go downtown.
We are the ones.
Yeah, you about 2 seconds away from standing on the
black
screen.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
Kanye and Kyrie
yeah.
got you niggas turned, nigga.
Think about my heritage.
If you gotta pick
But
a
it's
group,
different.
They kind of got the best drip though. Black people kind of got.
But it's different for y'all.
it's kinda
Like
crazy.
you're like, what are you? What are you?
What are you? African American.
He's from Alabama, nigga. He's a nigga.
Like,
Yeah,
It's different for
FBA,
you, like, you're Jamaican.
Foundation of
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Americans.
You know you're Jamaican.
Yeah, I do.
You know,
Yeah.
like,
I do.
Jamaica.
I do.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Bob
they still dealt with some of the slavery shit as well,
Yeah.
like from British. They
course.
coming over in the Maroons. Like I found out recently that I'm a descendant of the Maroons. Like they were like the Leeward, like not the Leeward Maroons, but they were like the ones who like repelled the invasion. You know what I'm saying? So like there was still a big thing because Jamaica at first was occupied by like the Spanish colonies. But they didn't take advantage of like the agriculture there. They didn't recognize that it was like a lot of agriculture to take control of. So they like wash it off as nothing. But the British came in and tried to like do what they was doing in America. Like fuck it, we gonna do it here too.
Well, that's the main thing. It's like, there's certain people, the Spanish, the Europeans, they will see the value in resources somewhere else, and they don't give a fuck who's there. I need that.
Yeah.
Need that.
different,
Africa got these resources. I really don't care who's there. Whoever's there has got a problem with me now.
Well, like
you know what I'm saying?
It was a process. They'd come in. They'd say y'all are savages.
Yeah.
You need Christianity.
Yep.
We're going to teach you the parts that don't involve why you're a slave to us. 'Cause
Right.
we're
Yeah.
gonna leave that
Exactly.
out, you know?
Yeah.
And then they switch you over. They change your mind state. And then next thing you know, they're taking your resources all of a sudden.
Yep.
And it's like it was a process. The breakdown. They did the same thing to everybody. They did it to the Aztecs.
Yeah.
They did it to-
Everybody. Yeah.
Niggas pimped the world, nigga. It's mass manipulation.
Yeah.
Get on that track and sell pussy.
Right.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Literally.
if y'all had the chance to, reverse the favor, like, would you?
Like do it to them
It'd be
instead.
interesting to see. I would love to see what it'd be like.
Say
you
do
know
it to
what I
them
mean?
instead.
Yeah.
Do you think we got like
Alternate
you
universe.
think we got like an inherent like nature
Oh,
of
shit,
just
I
good in
remember
us?
why-
Because
I
like
remember why I
I feel
said
like we as people don't do it at the same way. Like we don't
we're
have
bad.
we don't have like for some reason I don't feel like black people necessarily had a drive to just go conquer other niggas like that.
Okay. Wait. Hold on, because
You know
I
what
got
I'm
that.
saying?
Point
Yeah,
that,
you got
I got
it.
that
Go
point
ahead.
that I was, and
Okay.
it just ties into what you're just saying.
Yeah.
too. It brings up why I was bringing up that girl in
Beating
Mexico
up,
that
yeah.
got brutal. Because I was about to say, black people are not naturally that vicious and malicious and evil, like to where they would like kill somebody with blunt force trauma, take
Right.
over and invade nations and things of that nature, right?
You sure?
So
I
like,
don't know.
I don't know because think about it through history.
Woman King
have we been
was
the
dealing
ones
with.
that have historically gone out to conquer
But you
other
see-
nations and?
That's what America has done to you. It even made us ignorant. Like, niggas don't conquer other niggas. Like,
Nah, we
Yeah.
do.
No,
but
we do, but
Yeah.
on a mass level. On a mass level, I know tribes have
biggest-
conquered tribes. Nations have taken nations within Africa and other countries, right? I'm talking about taking your people over to another country and saying all this shit is
because
ours.
the land is terrible over there. Like, it's
Yeah, I was
nothing.
about to say, what-
Right,
Africa,
they can't grow
We didn't have
shit,
no reason
bro.
to leave.
Yeah, what do we
Africa-
need from
we
over
didn't-
there?
yeah, that's
Africa
true.
is the place to be.
That is true. We didn't have no
Right.
reason to leave.
They were eating unseasoned food, bro.
We was teaching
Yeah,
them how
that's
to
true.
bathe and shit.
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot that detail.
Okay.
The fact that like we literally were on the land with the resources,
Nigga, if
so
you
we
go-
only had to fight amongst each other.
Right, it was no point. If you go to France now, like there's pictures of black people and black priests and shit.
Right.
Like the pictures of like black Jesus.
Speaking that good word, nigga.
Yeah.
But nah, like I don't think black people are innately like nicer. Like, nah.
I think so.
In fact,
Yeah, that's why there's no gang violence.
definitely American black people.
I think colonialism, that's a mindset, and that's what they all had the same.
It's not
mindset.
based on-
Spain-
That's why civilizations fall, because somebody comes through and knocks that
Knocks
shit
them
out,
down,
and it's like,
yeah.
all right, this me.
It's just
huh?
power struggles and
I
Yeah.
will say though, Africans, like whenever a black celebrity go to Africa, like no matter what country they go to, there's always some extrafficant ass dancing. Like,
They was doing that
music.
for Rick Ross recently.
Rick Ross,
Yeah,
Ludacris.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
Lupe, yeah.
like, it's like,
Oh,
welcome in
yeah.
this nigga. It's like, yo,
See, I don't know.
you might be right. They
Recently-
might be nice.
dancing and rhythm. You think we're like we have a predisposition to?
Recently, I
the
don't
thing
want to
that
say
passed down.
that.
Sound,
See, I'm less
sound
on
and
the.
vibration. What was
to
I
the-
saying?
I used to be okay when I was younger, and this still goes back to knowing your history. When I was younger, I'd say I'd be quick to jump on the whole like super African train or whatever. But in the last couple of years, I've heard a lot of Africans speak, and I don't like that shit. I'm just be real, and
I'm not saying.
it's like I don't know how much. I don't know how. I still need to do my own research to figure out exactly where I came from in Africa, but I don't know how much. I'm not as quick to jump on the African vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't
okay,
want to jump on that. I don't want to go to Africa. I
Yeah.
wanna go right
I do. Well,
Here-
I want to see it.
I'm here to go to Africa.
I want to
but-
see it, yeah.
But
But in terms of
stay there and
going
shit.
there and
like, I'm not saying
setting
like
up
hey,
a foundation and stuff,
like
I'm not as
African
hype
brother,
about.
Like, I'm not saying all that, but I am saying, we do have to unify. We have to put on a jersey.
Oh no!
what
But
you're
this
saying,
is
'cause
but
this is
this
the
but
situation
this is
we're
the thing
working
though. This is the thing that I've realized, and I do agree. We all have to unify, put on a jersey. They're not putting our jersey on though. They're not putting African is not putting an African American's jersey on. Period. They're
Like
not.
we're saying, you're my daddy, and they're like, I'm not sure.
No, and
Yeah,
not only
but-
that,
We're like,
they don't.
yeah.
They're looking down on us
But
too.
Right.
a Nigerian isn't going to put on a Ghana jersey. A Zimbabwean
Right,
isn't going to
right.
put on
Oh,
a Jamaican
okay, so they
jersey.
have their
Same
own
thing, like
jersey.
Jamaican, like,
niggas
yeah,
ain't all lovey-dovey and
But
nice.
Remember,
Right.
there's a home
they not.
team
But as a
mentality.
whole, everybody should recognize that black is black in a sense.
They're not
in a
doing
way.
that though.
And I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors
Yeah.
because I talk to some Africans and it's a lot of like, no, we want y'all to come back. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh,
You know
really?
what I mean?
That's
I mean,
cap.
but, okay, so
I think it's cap, bro. I think it's
why
all
does
cap.
their music kind of take notes from our music? Why does their culture? Why they if you go to Lagos, man, they act like us a lot. They do American
Like
things.
like
They're
Black
doing
American.
African-American
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
But when you hear them, when they talking to their niggas on the side, like when it's like homie conversations, we cut these cameras and we use whatever lingo we want, they talking crazy about African Americans, bro.
I know.
Because that's what the white man did.
I was gonna say, no, low key. I was gonna
Think
say,
so?
I was gonna say that's media. That's media right
That's-
there.
You think
They
that's
take-
what it
they made
did?
us
We also got to
take it.
remember there's a
Yeah.
certain portion of African tribes that sold us into slavery.
It was a
so
big-
they was on this type of time already with no influence.
Nigga, it was a mass psychosis that white people did. And it, not even white people, because it's like you can't just put on the color.
Right.
But just people, it's just
Like
situations.
Europeans.
right.
Shit
and-
fucked up.
But I know y'all got to dip out though.
Hell yeah. We wanted the full 3-0
Yeah,
experience. Y'all
yeah,
niggas do
man.
3 hours and shit.
Yeah. But we'll do it again though. We'll do it again soon. Where we can get the whole thing, and then we'll figure out a setup to where we can, even if Cherry's here, we can all get up in here comfortably. You know what I'm saying?
Get some real explosions.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fucking
Say we
with
bring
you.
our mics if we have to.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and really go crazy and get a whole 2.5 hour joint going. But we already
Really
got
get it. Because we didn't even touch that list. Barely.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We
Yeah,
we
just been
literally
going
haven't touched the
off.
list. We've been
Yeah.
going off. That's why it's gonna be. It's easy for us to do this. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we said on the conversation on the way here. It was like, yo, normally we got to do the heavy lifting. Like,
Yeah.
this nigga might not be media trained. Like,
Yeah, no. Literally, what I told them yesterday. Also, I was telling Leon yesterday. I said, bro, I ain't got to worry about these niggas. Like, they gonna
Yeah,
come
facts,
in here and they
facts,
gonna do their
facts.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
One last thing before you go to, I wanted to finish that little point about hip hop generations.
Oh, yes,
and
please,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I think one of the things from like the 80s, people having a problem with the 90s rappers,
Yeah.
is because it was mostly based on content. Because they went from rapping about having fun and all that stuff, and then the 90s came in talking about gang violence and
That's true.
shit. So it was
true.
more about content. Whereas
true.
the 90s ones with the late 2000s one, it was more about
waking up
skill set,
knowledge.
lyricism.
yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
knowledge itself too.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is situational.
Yeah.
Crack came, rap
Crap,
changed.
crap, yeah.
Molly
yeah.
came,
Crap.
rap changed.
That's a fact.
crap.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
the
a
changing
fact.
and shit,
That's
and then
true.
and we still need fucking clear, definable subgenres. So if another rapper comes out making shit that's like completely different from another type of hip hop, we won't be like. We won't feel a certain type of way. 'Cause
Right,
It's just
yeah,
like, oh, that's a
because-
different type of hip hop.
And that's
Okay,
what
whatever.
and that's his lane.
Yeah, because
And don't
rock music is like
don't
that.
give him a Wu-Tang beat when you know that he's in this subgenre.
Because rock music doesn't do that.
Because now you disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying?
Because rock music
Yeah.
doesn't do that, Everybody knows Nirvana and Metallica and all these bands are completely different subgenres of rock music, so nobody gets mad at either one.
Right,
you know?
right,
So
right. I
think it's
Common
the level
and
of
Lil
respect
Pump,
they're putting on it.
yeah, Common and Lil Pump are put in the same category because they're rappers.
Yeah.
You
I'll
know,
let y'all
which is
go.
not.
Yeah, let y'all go.
Appreciate you, Pepe.
Y'all can head out.
Nigga,
All
this
right,
was
man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
I'm glad y'all came through, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout out to 3-0. Really appreciate y'all niggas
Yeah,
again.
thank you.
Y'all real, honestly. Y'all
Yeah.
definitely-
Yeah.
It's honestly
Y'all
a
spit some
dream come true.
y'all spit some knowledge here. And y'all
We
spit
was
some
in the car
knowledge
hop. I
here.
was like, yo, we gonna be on 3-0.
We had more time.
We gonna be on 3-0 one
Yeah.
day. That shit was about a year ago.
Yeah. Appreciate
He
it.
said dreams
Yeah.
do come true, make a wish foundation.
I appreciate y'all. We gonna do it again too soon, bro. I'll hit y'all once we done all this because I need to get some files from y'all so that when I do the promo, I have it all to put together so we can cross promote it perfectly.
Thanks, LOI.
All right, so shout out to LOI. Appreciate y'all coming through, going crazy for that hour that we had y'all, hour 15 or whatever it was. We're definitely gonna have them back, y'all. So make sure y'all follow, like, comment, share, subscribe, all their shit. They're funny as hell. Well, I'll be posting them on the story so that y'all can find them easier as well too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube, get their numbers up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're gonna see them more often because they're dope.
Yeah, they're solid, bro. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they're dope.
Good guys.
Yeah,
Good
yeah, great guys.
Crossover there. I like that.
Yeah. And I love doing these. We haven't done these in so long. Remember how poppin' this was when podcasting really got first lit? When two podcasts would come together, they release the same day, same time. You know what I'm saying? They would drop the episode together, and it'd be the same episode on both channels or whatever. So, I used to love that. So we haven't done one of those in a long time.
Yeah, do they happen less now?
I don't see it nearly as often.
Okay.
Now it's just like my podcast will go to your podcast.
You'll have them on.
But it's just on. It's just like the way it's done now is since they came here, we're the only ones that will release the content.
So it's just you're literally just a guest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're a guest
All right.
to somebody's podcast.
It would be like we'd go there next week.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we would go back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
But see, in this case, I think the video is just going to be in one place. Like I'm not going to send them the video to post it as well. We'll do the video in one place, but the audio, everybody will get the audio, the same audio on both platforms.
Yeah.
So everybody on ours will get our audio, and it'll be the same episode for them.
Yeah.
And we'll drop that tomorrow or
Okay.
today. It's out, whatever. Y'all know.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
What
But,
is time anyway?
Exactly. Okay, so the dude, I just saw this on the Shade Room. The dude who played the Green Ranger, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason David, the Green Ranger on Power Rangers,
green and white, yeah.
passes away at the age of 49.
Oh Jesus.
Yup, that's
We're gonna have to end
crazy.
the live stream too, bro.
49.
We're gonna have to end the live stream.
Okay, it's
Battery-
okay.
The battery just exhausted.
Oh, okay, that's fine because we're still running there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh man.
Jason David Frank has passed away at the age 49. The actor was best known as the original Power Rangers, Tommy Oliver, according to TMZ. The star died of an apparent suicide. Damn.
Oh
Wow,
man.
not that way.
Yeah. I mean, every way is bad, but at the same time, it's like this is self-inflicted. You know, like what was going on, man? You know, you were the Green and White Ranger, man.
Bruh,
You know,
right,
like our
bruh.
generation, like we loved you, man. Like,
Bruh.
Yeah, but
He
that's-
part of our part of our life, bruh.
That was
Yeah.
a long time ago now, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, they always live in our hearts and shit.
Nah, for real
That's
though.
cheesy as that sounds.
For real though, like
Because did we talk about Kevin Conroy, the Batman who died, who did the voice for the
Yes,
animated series?
yes.
I can't remember if we talked about it, but it was
I don't
just
think
like.
we talked about it, but I did see that.
But yeah, but that was another thing that hurt too, because he's like, I am Batman. Like
Right,
he was
the voice.
People still consider him like the definitive Batman voice, you know, from the '90s animated series, and he passed away like 2 weeks ago or some shit. And so it's like our '90s heroes are dying.
Yeah,
At
man.
that age, man.
Yeah, but 49 is young, man. Come on.
I mean, and,
That's like
and
a
self-deletion.
decade away from me.
And
Shit.
self-deletion too. On top of
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Another thing too.
It's not like
wasn't-
health problems or
It
anything.
wasn't a car accident.
Yeah.
It wasn't health problems. It was that. It's
That's
like,
true.
It's by choice.
That's tough,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, damn, that's
So
what hurts
damn,
even
what
more.
was going
you know
on?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, none of us, at least us lovers of what he did, the work that
Yeah.
he did, can stop that. That's only closest people, and even that can't stop it
That's
sometimes.
some deeply personal
That's
stuff.
so deep. It's like all we could do is pray for his family.
Because
Yeah.
who knows what he had going on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Obviously, something
Me either.
serious was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So
And as bad as it sounds, like I haven't thought about the man since just now. you know?
True.
But it's not like I knew the Green Ranger and shit.
Right,
you
of
know?
course,
Yeah.
of course.
But it's just like, damn, man.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
tough.
Bro, it's tough.
Condolences.
Yeah.
Shit. So yeah, let's jump into these.
Yeah.
Let's jump into these topics.
That's crazy. We had them here and we didn't even jump into any.
I know. And
That's
you know
funny,
what? One
but
topic,
we sustained.
Well, one topic I really
The whole time.
I should have been paying more attention. I wanted them to talk about the Scottie Pippens and
know.
ex-wife of Michael Jordan's 31-year-old son-in-law are now dating.
Oh shit.
31-year-old son are now dating because I know they would have went crazy.
I heard
Yeah.
them saying like before we started rolling like some of the stuff on the topics they were gonna put on their
They were gonna
do
talk about.
anyway.
Okay, okay.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but how y'all feel about that? That's well,
Oh,
first
yeah.
of all, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, she's popped up with a lot of people.
Yeah.
She's popped up with Future.
She's an industry chick for sure.
Yeah, what's her deal, bro? She got Scottie out here looking crazy.
Yeah, that's
but I mean,
wild.
this is Scottie's fault too. You chose
Well,
this.
I don't
chick.
know. Why is it
Say-
Scottie's fault?
because Scottie knew what he was signing up for.
I mean, but you
If
don't
I
know
ever have a
this,
chick-
you think this gonna happen? She gonna end up going with Michael Jordan's son?
Yeah, hell yeah. If I knew I got a scandalous bitch, bro,
But sometimes you don't
like,
know, man.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I know what I'm signing up for. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm signing up,
yeah.
she was this type of chick before, bro.
Well,
This
right.
She was
Okay.
scandalous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. If
Okay.
she leaves you, she's probably gonna continue being scandalous because she's scandalous. You know what I'm saying?
100. But you don't see it. You don't think a nigga could be blindsided by how scandalous a motherfucker gets?
No.
Like,
Or I mean, there are certain situations where it's like, a lot of people out here are wolves in sheep's clothing. So it's like sometimes, they come off a certain ways. And, I'm not saying it for this situation.
Right, yeah.
But in
Right,
certain, in other
think
situations, it's like wolves in sheep's clothing.
I think it really just depends on. I mean, at least when you're dealing with women, at least, I guess it just depends on your experience and how attentive you are and kind of figuring things out or whatever. I feel like when I was younger, I might have got fooled, blindsided, but now at this point, any chick that I'm dealing with, I know what I'm signing up for.
well, I
every
don't mean
time.
like blindsided
Yeah.
in that sense. I just mean like I don't know if a nigga could have predicted that it would be with Michael Jordan's son. That's what I'm saying.
all.
That's all I'm saying.
I know, I
like,
understand.
like I'm not saying like she wasn't doing the
Okay,
type of
that
shit.
part-
I'm just saying
It's
that.
that he's 31.
Like,
How old is she?
Like
49 or
yeah,
something,
like
probably. Also?
Probably.
Yeah. So
yeah.
She
like,
fine though.
She
She
fine.
is fine
She
though.
fine.
She takes care of herself.
Yeah.
or whatever.
She fine.
She has some work done.
But this is
Sure.
the thing.
But
Girls be doing some grimy shit, bro.
Facts.
And I've done the grimy shit with them. So if I end up wifing you, you fucking my homeboy's son. You know what? I guess this really isn't off the table because you were grimy when I got
You
with
grimy,
you.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
You was
right,
grimy.
right,
You was
right.
grimy.
Because like you said,
right,
you
right,
know what
right,
you're
right,
signing up
right.
for, so you went for that type of
Yeah.
chick.
Right.
But
You
but
just
right.
hope
yeah.
she.
Because
you
you've
hope
done the
she-
dirt with her before as well.
You hope she conserves her dirt. You hope she respects the boundaries of the grimy shit that we both agree. We obviously are fucking with each other on a grimy level. So you hope that she doesn't cross the line of messing with your homeboy or messing with your homeboy's son. But at the same time, anything's on the
If she
table.
does,
with
yeah.
griminess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
so, yeah, man. Shout out to Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. I hear just going crazy. And shout out to, it kind of says something about Jordan's son too. He sounds like he's a savage.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she fell in
He
love,
don't-
man.
he
No,
don't give a
he's
fuck.
not the savage. It's her. Like I said, she's the savage.
Really?
I think. Well, I mean, like you said, because this was a child. This was a child that was probably around her. Because
That is another thing too. I didn't even think. I forgot about that.
Time together.
I forgot about that
She
aspect.
was peeping out.
A little bit of
kids,
grooming going
bro.
on.
She pissed. So she. I don't know. I'm not
And
saying
she
that
like her
picked
young.
him,
No,
that
but she
chose
like
up
young men
early.
though. She don't.
But-
she popped up with a couple basketball players. She dates future. Like she dates men that are at least 10 years to 15 years younger than her.
Yeah.
Always. Ever since her divorce, I've never seen her with a dude her age. It's always been a 20-year-old. Like she stayed with a 20-year-old. You know what I'm
She's got
saying?
like the whole. She's got the. She has the ball player wife package. She's got the whole. Yeah.
Did she get crazy bread off of Scottie in that divorce?
I don't know. I'm trying to see the difference.
This sounds like a
between-
victory. It
Oh
sounds
yeah,
like,
they got a 17-year age gap. That's what it is.
They were.
It
together
sounds like
prenup days.
Yeah, and it sounds like see if you could find out how much she got from that divorce. It sounds like she's on a victory lap right now. It sounds like she was playing the long game, and she might
You
have.
think she cut him in half?
I think so. I think she might have got him. I'm thinking if she might have.
Divorce
If
court is so brutal, yo.
it's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro. Like if whatever he pulls up, if it says she got him for like 25, 30 mil or something like that.
That might have been that half cut.
What?
Yeah.
She's on a victory lap right
Yeah.
now, and I'm fucking niggas that are 20 years old, and I'm 49, and they blow my back out. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Hey, remember like we
New
were saying
money.
like
Well,
Yeah.
Wait, Jordan's son don't play. He's not in the league.
No,
No.
he works for the Jordan.
she's at her
brand.
sexual height. Remember like we were saying?
You know, nepotism at its finest.
She
Yeah.
secured a generational bag.
She secured her own bag.
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all have seen Jordan's boat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yacht. My bad.
Yeah, right.
Because-
So yeah, she's out here running a victory lap, and I'm not even mad at her.
Yeah.
You think she's chilling with the family, and Jordan is just like, "What's up, Isabella?" I don't know what her name is.
yeah.
Like,
Not invited.
you don't
Really?
think so?
Not invited, bro.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
If Jordan invites
Jordan's
him
kinda
around,
grimy.
him and Pippen can't be cool no more, right?
Actually,
Which
that
is
might-
sad.
Hey, look, him and his son might bond over this experience because Jordan's kind of grimy too.
Exactly. He'll do anything to win.
Just saying. He's like, son.
Did Scottie do something to Jordan later in life?
Yeah,
Jordan
he
ain't
wrote a book. Yeah, Scottie wrote a book talking extra shit, talking
like Jordan, how
Yeah.
Jordan was in person.
yeah, talking
He's
like
not a
cash
nice
shit about
person.
Jordan.
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
yeah,
The documentary as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was he was
everybody knows.
talking. He was talking about the doc too in his book. He was talking about how they portray Scottie in the doc, and he he was talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah. He did.
Yeah.
say that.
So he was,
yeah,
it was on that type of time.
Everybody on that bull squad was on that bullshit.
It's a little beef.
Yeah.
I mean, they was throwing hands,
Yeah.
but they was throwing hands between each other, but they was getting them rings though.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
George the Cocaine Circus? That's what he called it?
Yeah, bro. They was
Yeah.
getting them rings though. That's
Yeah.
so you can't be mad at them.
Only thing I could find about the divorce is that he agreed to pay child support until the other kids were like 18.
No.
Okay,
So I
okay.
guess she didn't get him.
Yeah.
That child support bag was nice though.
But
You
yeah,
know
he'll
that
make,
was- you
make
know that
monthly
was
payments
nice.
until the 17 and 14-year-old. So she got the 14-year-old got another 4 years of just getting that bread. So
And that's why she's securing somebody with
somebody
a good job.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be that. I mean, you
Maybe-
know,
maybe he's
but
just
that's
like-
but
yeah.
that's our society though, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
if I holler at a shorty right now who's 17 years older than me and I get her and then I'm that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's
are you
always-
the son of her husband's?
I'm even
That's
more
what-
that I'm
that's
even
what-
more that
yeah.
nigga. I'm even
Yeah.
more that nigga now. So
That's
Marcus
what-
Jordan is even more of that nigga right now.
Yeah.
Boy, what a savage nigga.
Because
Yeah, savage, bro.
if you relate that scenario to like your personal favorite, like, could you think of a scenario like
You
that?
think he's a square though?
And it's like that's wild.
You think he's a square? I don't even know what Michael Jordan's son looked like.
I have no
But is he
idea.
like a?
Oh,
is,
yeah, me
is, he,
either.
is he like a young fly jiggy nigga?
I think so.
If he's a young fly jiggy nigga,
I
what,
think so, bro.
imagine his game, nigga. Imagine his game. What's your name? Michael.
Magna.
Well, what's his name? Is it Mike? Is he one of
It's
them?
Marcus.
Like
Marcus
Marcus.
Jordan.
Marcus
Yeah.
Jordan.
He didn't
Yeah.
even ask her name. Bro.
Yeah, and then be like,
He knows her.
my dad.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
talking about. I'm just,
Hey,
talking, about,
auntie.
I'm just talking about him in these streets.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
look,
Like-
from the looks of these pictures, bro, he look like he know what the fuck he doing. I ain't gonna hold you.
He does?
Yeah. He look,
Okay,
yeah, he,
good,
yeah,
okay.
He got one of
He
these.
like
I'm
he
gonna
might
send
have
this
been-
picture to
been
you.
tried.
Right?
Like he don't
on
look
that.
like a square. Like
I'm gonna send this picture to you because this picture right here just made me feel like, yeah, like
he might be in control of
It
this.
looks like he's taunting Scottie in this picture. I ain't gonna
It
hold
just
For real?
My thing is like, as Scottie
Oh, no,
Pippen, how
no,
can you
no.
not feel like this 31-year-old's been playing a long game on your wife?
And vice versa, bro.
Like for real?
Yeah.
And vice versa. It's like, how long have you been looking at Marcus?
Right.
Like, I can't wait for him to get old enough.
She's
'Cause
yeah.
I'm
she's like-
sniping that.
She was counting the years.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh no.
That shit crazy, nigga.
Because
So,
it could
yeah,
be one of the
there's
one of the
nothing
two
wrong-
things. It could
yeah,
be
there's
that,
really-
or just like
there's
maybe
nothing wrong with
shit.
like an older woman fucking with a 20-something-year-old, but it's real weird. Or an older guy messing with a young girl, but it's weird when you watch them grow up. That's when it gets crazy. You cannot know this younger person.
That's my thing.
You cannot know
That's
this
my
person that's got you by 15 years
Don't
because.
look like a groom.
Oh, it took you to an actual page. Scroll down to number 3. You see that page I'm talking about, number 3.
Okay.
It always looks like a groom job.
Yeah.
And
Whether it was or wasn't.
whether it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
or wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that was in Kick-Ass, the star of Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
He's married to a woman that's a good bit older than him, and she acted with him in something when he was a child. So
Oh,
they
shit.
dated for a long time, and then they got married like down the road.
Oh,
10
shit.
Years later, once he was old enough to marry.
Yeah.
And they've been married for a long time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, same kind of deal. So like you can't help but think like.
And then some of them actually work out, where it's
Yeah.
just like, oh shit. It's like only y'all are mad about this. Just like me and her, we're happy. It's
Well,
like-
so I think that's kind of what's really terrible about the grooming situation is that of course they make the perfect like spouse, of course.
oh yeah.
Because you made them, you groomed them.
Yeah.
They didn't know any
Yeah.
better, so it's like
Yeah.
you are,
You
yeah,
formed them.
Yeah. So by the time they're an adult, they're perfect for you. So I don't know. You have to question their decision making abilities.
But then do you
or
have to
whatever
uphold that?
as
Do you
an
still have to
adult.
like lead them the whole way from there on? If you already been doing that, is that the dynamic now?
I think at a certain point it becomes an adult relationship.
Okay.
I feel like I'm
Like once your mind.
for
Making a case on grooming.
Here's how it works.
It's like, slow down, nigga.
stop.
Like here's how it works. Okay.
You,
Like,
you thinking about this way too long. Yo, that is funny.
Started justifying it like, oh,
yeah.
that shit ain't that bad.
But that's the thing, though, bro. Like, when you look at everything on every side, that's the thing that I can't stand when people won't even look at everything on the other side. Because, yes, it's dark as hell to, like, start justifying it. but you can make some weird logic to any fucked up thing. You know
you
what
see
I'm
why
saying?
somebody might fuck around and do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, understanding why somebody did something doesn't mean you're in support of it. It just means that you understand why it happened.
Right.
And I think that's where people get fucking confused because they think that when you're trying to rationalize something, they're thinking you're in support of it. It's like, no, I'm just trying
figure out how they
to
got
understand why it happened because that's how you stop things from happening. You know, how you stop it from happening is understanding where it stemmed from.
Right.
So all we do is just put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, but it'd be the people that they don't even want to have where it stemmed from conversation.
Right.
That'd be the ones claiming that they trying to make a change.
Well, they
we
easily
need to find out where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Like we understand what he did was wrong, but what she did was wrong, but we need to ask her a couple questions.
Yeah, because they're easily disturbed.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not that type of person that easily disturbed. I at least try to, and I think that's why even psychologists and therapists, they're people who are not easily rattled by
for sure
controversial shit.
Yeah, you can't. You have
or even taboo shit.
You leave that at the door when you walk out.
Yeah, no judgment and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, because if you some of the shit you hear, I'm sure as a psychiatrist, man.
Oh my God, it's dark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
God, you know it's dark.
Talking to a psycho killer of why they kill people, you know, like
what, and to hear them talk about it like they were just eating a steak or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And you have to be on their level to understand, you know. Yeah.
You have to, in order to get them to talk, in order to, you have to actually dive into that.
Yeah, you have to be unrattled. You have to be a strong person to a certain degree, mentally strong.
Because I'd be the one where I'd start the interview, and I think probably 25 minutes in, I'd be like, I'm kind of uncomfortable in this room.
Yeah, I think I'm good, fam.
Yeah.
I'm good on this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Black Panther 2, 330 million Black Panther 2 first week numbers.
Yeah.
It's a
Heavy
cult.
bag.
It's a cult for black people.
It is, bro.
I think
How much did the first one make?
Sometimes, man.
What'd y'all think of the movie, though?
I thought it was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
It's like
it was all right.
Strong 6, light 7.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it too, right?
I saw it.
Yeah, okay,
I saw it. It was like a strong 6, light 7.
I'll back that.
It was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't
I agree.
crazy, but it was good. I still haven't seen Woman King, though, so I can't compare it to that.
That was dope.
I like Woman King, bro.
Yeah, I can't compare it to that, but
honestly,
you think Woman King's better?
That was a good movie, bro. That was a good movie.
It was more story driven as opposed to being.
I dozed off like twice in Black Panther 2. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Black Panther.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Hey, 2 hours and 40 minutes as well. So.
And it was way too long. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Like
Things could have been cut out.
For sure, they could have definitely all the montages.
Yeah, that or the stuff to do with the white guy, that white
political aspect.
What's his name? Yeah, I forgot what he is, but you know,
I know
like
you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? That guy who's part of like the agent.
They need to let him.
Yeah.
They need to retire him in general. I think.
Yeah.
But
The way he came back, I didn't realize that the way they were framing him coming back. I was like, oh, he's like really important to the storyline. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made him coming back as almost more grand than when Killmonger came back, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because they hyped up his entry scene. Like, they literally hyped up his scene, and it was like, my favorite colonizer. Like, they talked about him twice before he came on camera.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, y'all are hyping this up. And then even when he comes on, this nigga's working out. I'm like, oh, this is like a grand
so he's the star of this franchise.
Like, I was like, but then Killmonger's, he had the build up that Killmonger should have had. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they wanted that to be a surprise, so they probably wouldn't have built
and
it up
I understand
anyway.
the kind of surprise, but you know what else I didn't like though is that even though it's a surprise, I don't like that they didn't refer to him at all in the movie.
Who?
At all, Killmonger.
Or remember? I mean, not remember.
They did one time because when the princess went into the ancestry world by drinking the tea,
right?
She chose him. She chose to.
Well,
she chose his energy or something.
It's
right?
like, you don't choose that. Your subconscious brings one to you.
Yeah, so he was on her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they didn't refer to him at all in the movie until that part.
Got you. Okay.
So what bothers me is like, Killmonger was a big part of the storyline in movie 1. I mean, you gave me this grand ass interest for this nigga who didn't move the storyline. You could have at least brought up the nigga that kind of fucked up your civilization.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's not the reason the Black Panther died. The Black Panther died of sickness in the movie, and you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
And they probably thought,
we're not going to talk about any lasting damage that Killmonger did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Supply of black heart tea or whatever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And just like the war that he brought there, it's like that wasn't mentioned at all. Now, Angela Bassett did her goddamn thing though.
And she's still fine. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
what the hell?
My favorite scene in the entire movie was when Angela Bassett brought them dudes in to that it was like a World of the Union or whatever that was.
Whatever that was, yeah.
Whatever that little world of all the countries meet up and they discuss
Nations.
the UN thing. Man, when she brought them in chains, bro. Yo, that was so gangster, bro. Oh my God, that was so gangster. My favorite scene, bro. First of all, when she comes in, she's coming in like, this is Angela Bassett. This is the queen of Wakanda. You know what I'm saying?
Like, she had the energy I thought she was gonna have in the first one. Like that, because you have Angela Bassett in your movie, and she was kind of just mild in the first one.
Things, and her husband
That's true. Yeah, and he was the star. And
she
all
didn't
that
need to be that.
Yeah,
she didn't need to be that.
But she like people are already talking about like Oscar talk for her for this one. So and they were talking about it before I saw it. Man, when I saw it, I was like, oh damn,
she killed it.
She did it like she was like
killed it.
Does she know she's in Black Panther?
Yeah.
She's acting like she's in the Woman King.
Yeah, bro. She was going crazy.
That's how
like,
she does every role.
And then she wasn't dominating the entire movie, but when she was on screen, goddamn it, she was
had
on
that
the screen.
Denzel energy. She had the Denzel energy. Like when he's on screen, you just focus.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
They have the screen.
Yeah, bro. The way she lined that, before she came into the room, started speaking, lined up everybody in the building, brought she said, we won't have these problems no more. I was like, God damn, lay the law down, God damn it.
Right. Like, this your shit.
Because they fucking playing with you, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Boy, she made them never question that shit again. Like,
She's like, y'all sent this.
she snapped on that, but I did doze off twice.
Do you remember what parts?
It
was probably
went ham on the movie, and it was like, by the way, I did.
And I understand, and I know I'm coming off.
I
know I'm coming off as a hater, but I don't give a fuck. I did fall asleep towards the end of the Killmonger meeting.
The end of
the kill. He put me to sleep. He put me to sleep.
Michael B. Jordan put him to sleep.
He put me to sleep. And you know what woke me up is, when she came out of that state, she did that punch thing.
Yeah.
And punched
the thing that went across the room. That noise woke me up. So
he came on the screen.
That way. Yeah.
So that scene literally put me to sleep.
That is
scene with Michael B. Jordan.
If you were taking your intermission nap.
Michael B. Jordan. Okay.
What's funny? The action popped off at that point.
Yeah, literally.
She punched the thing, and then from there on, it was action.
It was action, but it was like that middle section was getting real dry. I dozed off one other time. I can't exactly remember. I feel like it might have been during one of those like political scenes with that white guy and his ex-wife.
Yeah.
That's something that feels like it's not even like what's this part of the story? Like
I was like, why?
So my overall theory of it is like, okay, the way I feel, it had elements that were really good. I thought the villain, boy, fucking scary, son.
Yeah.
Okay, the villain was scary, and I do have critique on the villain, but he was gangster as fuck, bro. I fucked with him.
Well, you know what it is? He brought that narcos energy, which is where he came from.
Oh yeah.
So
he was
real.
intimidating as hell.
I like the way they tied in Aztec and
I did like that. I like
the way they did these things. They did little elements that were good. But if it was a pie chart, the piece of pizza that was them trying to cover up for King T'Challa's death was too big.
Way too big.
And so it was like they needed to rip that. But I'm like, rest in peace. Of course, obviously you need.
Of course.
But I'm like, pull the Band-Aid and then like just roll with the plot, man. Like they did it twice.
They did, and I didn't.
Yeah. She had 2 breakdowns or 3.
It might have been. It was like 2.5.
Right.
It was low. It was like 2.5, bro. And I did not need the second one. Around the fire. I didn't need that one.
Exactly.
I didn't need that one. And now, you know what else I didn't like about that? It was like a music video. I'm like, I said, am I watching a music video? The movie just.
This is MTV.
It felt like a music video.
Yeah.
Literally.
But you know what? This is a good and a bad thing about Black Panther 2. The music was great on Black Panther 2, but it was so good that I felt like there was, like I said, during that montage scene, I'm like, am I watching a music video? Because this music is too good, and you're giving me music video vibes. Yeah. Like, that was weird to me. Like,
it did seem like they broke out to a music video for a second.
Didn't it? Like, it was like, this is like a lyric video.
Like they're promoting it for this. They're promoting the soundtrack or something.
I felt like the entire movie was a heavy promotional for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
In a way.
Like, and then there was moments when I felt like I was watching a music video, and I was like,
and not
what?
a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Was it a fire music video though?
no, because I was
Totally off topic.
because I was tired of the music. I was tired of because it was tied to a montage that we've seen already.
Okay,
okay.
And
yeah.
it was like an
what-
hour and 45 minutes in. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
So they
We are
okay.
so invested into this movie, and I can't believe you stopped us for this.
Oh, okay.
And half the movie ain't even done yet. That was just half the movie.
Like, I
1
know,
hour and 40
shit.
minutes.
Like, I know
You're
dance
right.
is important to like tribal life.
Yeah, bruh. It was a
like,
little
but-
kind of crazy. It was a little kind of crazy. Another thing that I realized, Wakanda does not have a great military. The
People have been
numbers,
talking about the politics.
just
I've
off
heard
the
they don't
raw
though.
numbers,
They don't
I'm
though.
realizing every Black Panther movie, y'all, I'm thinking to myself, right? Straight military strategy. I said, oh, y'all don't have the numbers.
The Mayans made them look, the
Period.
Aztecs are Mayans.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Y'all don't have the numbers.
They did.
Because if niggas want to play with you, they can play with you. For real,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah,
You're going to take a lot of them because you got technology, but they're coming for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it's so
You-
bad that
the
homie
fact-
like had to threaten it. They didn't even have to bring the heat, bro. He just
My
threatened
man
it.
strolled up in there and said, yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice in here. And then he looks around. He says, first of all, don't play with me. You don't have the numbers.
Right.
Yeah,
You don't have the
yeah.
numbers. Let's just start there.
And they,
okay.
bro, they believed him. They had never met this man.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They're
And
like,
they
"You're
knew
probably
they
right."
didn't have the. They believed him, bro. They believed. It was really just like I'm pulling up on some shit. Like, hey, look, bro. If you play with me, we can take this, and you know we can take it. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and move to part 2 of this conversation.
Yeah.
How are we gonna work together? You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit's funny.
Because
That was the whole negotiation.
because there is no
He
negotiation
was like, yo,
between
want
us.
smoke, bro. Yeah.
What I didn't like about the villain is that I didn't like that he just backed off so easily.
He did kind of back off a little bit.
He was so aggressive and so. There might not be a memory card in there. Yeah. He was so damn terrifying
Straight narcos. Right.
in Narcos energy and non-willing to negotiate that at the end when he almost lost, now all of a sudden the next thing you're painting murals of you and the Black Panther.
I know.
I understand why your wife is pulling up. Which another thing is, who is this woman? Nobody told us who she was. I don't know if this is his sister, if this is his wife. I don't know who this woman
They
is,
were
but
never
clearly
really
she's
clear.
important ranked in his nation, right?
His mom, I think it was his mom.
Or his mom. It's like, who
I
is
know you're
this
talking
woman?
about, like the
I-
black dress or something. Yeah, she had like
the
dark
one
hair.
with the. Yeah, I'm like, you're not telling me who she is, really. You know what I'm
were pretty
saying?
clear
So
about
that was weird. But I can understand why she's pulling up on you. Like, so we just about to bow to these Wakandans? Like, are you turning big? Like, at the end of the movie, she came into him. She said, "So you pussy now?
Right.
You're pussy now.
Street
Like,
tactical advantage.
yeah, is that what it is? Like, we just give up? Like, you just gonna take this L? Like,
Yeah.
that's how I was feeling. He over there painting this Black Panther mural. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Bob
yeah.
Ross.
I can see her disappointment. And he's talking about the Black Panther is the strong. There's nothing stronger than the Black Panther. They can beat us. No. Y'all was whooping their ass. Let's be clear.
Bruh,
It's like they gave
Y'all-
into the movie itself.
Yes, bruh.
he's
Y'all
like-
were
he's
whooping
basically
their
Captain
ass,
Marvel.
bruh.
Yeah, he can fly. He has super strength.
He's a
He can
god.
breathe underwater.
He's a god,
He's a
literally.
god, right? He's a demigod, right? Yeah, exactly. Or is he a straight god?
I think he's a demigod.
Yeah, because he
The wings and the feet made it feel like a demigod.
he had demigod energy. Right?
Yeah, and he had demigod energy because he was way too strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was more than just. Now I did like the grittiness of it though. Like, I need Aquaman to be on that level.
I know.
So
I was
like the
thinking that,
way
I was
that
Aquaman
you know
was
the
just-
way that they pulling up on motherfucking killer whales and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like it was gangster as hell. It was the way it's the way we've always heard Aquaman should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we haven't had a gritty Aquaman. Like, we need an Aquaman movie where it's like he's pulling up on the back of a killer whale and he's got like 40 killer white great white sharks that are literally just like killing people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the purpose of Aquaman. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
a fact, because the DC Aquaman low key like a barnacle boy to me, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
low key, yeah, bro.
He is actually
It's barnacle boy energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not.
Whack, bro.
This guy was like as scary as Aquaman should be for real.
Yeah, because I've seen some incarnations of like Aquaman, like the way they would talk about Aquaman is like, oh shit, that god
He's
from
terrifying.
the sea.
Yeah, he's
from
terrifying.
Atlantis. Oh, you don't want to fuck with Atlantis. Right?
Yeah, bro. Like,
To have command of all the creatures in the ocean.
Yeah.
and to be
scary shit.
And you have pretty much even above land, you have like Superman strength.
You have Superman strength.
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
He controls water. I think he's a waterbender.
Essentially, yeah, even above water. So
Right.
it's like you got your spear. He could fly too, right? Could he fly?
Aquaman?
Wait.
I don't think so.
You talking about
Aquaman couldn't fly.
No,
Okay.
Aquaman couldn't fly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a waterbender, 'cause he-
Yeah.
He could create storms and shit too, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, Poseidon shit, right?
Yeah.
So
Poseidon
yeah.
shit. But which it somehow they
I didn't. They
Aquaman
fumbled
to me.
that, but I did enjoy seeing that, like seeing a savage Aquaman-esque character. That was enjoyable as hell.
And I
like-
think that Namor or whatever. It's like, but yeah, I think he came, or Submariner. I think that's what he's called in the comic books as well. But I think he was first before the creation of Aquaman. I believe.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go. All right.
Yeah.
But
All right, see you, man.
yeah. So yeah, I say strong 6, light 7.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling on it. Pretty much, kind of sum it up.
And I'm keeping in mind too, like what Ryan Coogler had to endure because he didn't plan on his Black Panther dying. You know, like
That's true.
He didn't plan on that. So and
true.
he had the script. From what I heard, he had the script completely done. And he was
Had
like,
to
"Hey, Chadwick,
redo
you
it.
want to read it?" He was
Had
like,
to
"No,
redo
no." You know. And when he died, because he wasn't telling anybody, then he's just like, "Damn, I have to rewrite this whole thing."
Yeah, that's true.
So-
Which is a hard way to pivot to.
Yeah.
But
I do wish that it wasn't Shuri that was the Black Panther though. Like I wish it went to what's her
son.
name? No. What's her name? Like if they wanted
the
to
one
do
that
the
they
one
got that was in
the-
Haiti.
Okoye, like
Is
Okoye,
it,
like one of
is
the
it the lady
ladies.
that they picked up in Haiti? Is that who you're talking about? The
Like
one
she's
who was
part
living-
of the
Oh,
lady
the general
tribe.
of the Damaha.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she would have been more worthy because she was already a fighter. Because we
True.
never saw. All right,
Aria.
see you later. We never saw his sister like really like engaged in battle.
That's true.
So how
That's
by
true.
the end, like, why is she so like equipped to fight not only the armies and everything, but just Namor? Like, was she training or like?
Okay,
yeah?
so this is what I told, because when I talked to Drew about this, I talked to him. He kind of brought up the same thing in terms of like, I don't know if that should have been her, because it's like where she learned how to fight.
Yeah.
So what I was telling him is I think it is Black Panther in like these tribal nations, right? Like how we think Chinese people all do karate. I think we should look at Wakanda like that. Like all people have a base level fighting skill because they all do karate. Like if we were Chinese, and that might be ignorant to say because I'm sure there's a bunch of Chinese people who never have done karate, right?
Yeah, I
But
would
you know,
probably
like
say, yeah.
how Americans might view Chinese people is all of them do karate at some point in their life.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So all of them, whether they took it seriously or not, did 5 years.
You think it's just a part of the culture type
I think
shit?
it's just a part of the culture. So I feel like that's where she got her base level fighting skills from, to where she knows how to parry, dodge, and things of that nature. And then once you take that, you automatically get a certain another level of superpower agility. So you can take my basics that I know and apply super strength and super speed to it now.
Okay.
I can hear Ryan Coogler being like, yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
Because you just made that up.
Right. So that's how I looked at it, as like,
yeah.
but I could be completely wrong too.
Now, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be written into the comics that she never had interest in fighting. She only had interest in science and math. Then I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? So who
I mean,
knows?
well, and that's what they presented in the first
And
movie.
that's
They
how
didn't present that
that's pretty much how
idea
they
that
present it.
Wakandans, we all know how to fight.
They damn sure don't.
Yeah,
And I know they don't, because like we going back to earlier, they don't have the numbers.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
It seems like they have a lot more people. They have more mouths to feed that can defend the mouths to feed. That's what it seems like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like this shit. I feel like it's a struggle every time they got to put their army together.
Right.
Yeah.
In every movie, it's like I can't just
Bring out the rhinos.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can't just
yeah.
call the banners and 40,000 people show up. It seems like I got to have a meeting with everybody.
And there's still a little bit of infighting going on.
I gotta convince you to pull
Yeah,
up. Like,
yeah.
we're about to get invaded, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to convince you every time somebody's pulling up on us?
That's
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
So it seems like they're more willing to just be like, well, I mean, you pick that fight, so duke it out. You know, if they come to our side of Wakanda, we'll deal with them.
Yeah.
I still got to see the movie, man. I still got to see the movie. But
Yeah.
I don't mean to take it here at all. But before you switch from Black Panther at all, I did want to just shout out the GOAT and say that I would love to be in your presence at some point in life. Lupita, that ass is
Lupita.
real.
Oh yeah.
I saw
I've
that
seen
underneath the water.
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
that. I didn't notice it until I don't know why I didn't notice it like
Duval
that.
pointed it out.
Man, that shit looked crazy.
Yeah,
Who did? Lil Duval?
made a tweet and was like, "Man, is it just me or why did I not realize Lil Peter got all this ass back
It's
there?"
I
Crazy.
didn't notice it until she was on a, like some of those
carpet
celebrity. No, it was a celebrity. When they go sneaker shopping.
Oh yeah.
She was on one of those.
Complex joints. Yeah.
Yeah. She was on one of those for us. Her and the dude that's also in Black Panther. Gurkan.
Oh yeah. I don't know what his name. He's a football player though.
Yeah, but I keep forgetting both of them were in Us, and Black Panther.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was on that show, and they were like looking at shoes, and I was like, oh shit,
Right,
I never
right.
noticed that she was wearing like tight jeans or something.
But it ain't like no faint of the heart kind of ass though. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
yeah,
it's homegrown.
yeah. Remember we keep
it's real
talking like
shit.
from the homeland and shit.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah.
But my fault. I didn't mean
Like
to
straight from the-
I didn't
I've been
mean to
on-
dilute the conversation.
Yeah,
I just
straight
wanted
from
to
the
let you know.
motherland.
Yeah, I've been blessed to have a couple of those in my life, and boy, it's something y'all have no idea. It's so different. It's so different. The way it moves is different. It's not crazy fat. It's not small either. It's like that perfect
Sphere.
Because a fat ass is different than just like if we shrink it to just half the size. It just it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like the workout chick ass, but it's not toned. I mean, or it's
Yeah.
not hard.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's the bubbly of the thick ones, but it's the circumference of
Yeah,
the.
it's the circumference, it's the shape. And see, this is what a lot of women just hear and see what we like on Instagram. And we'll like a girl that's got a BBL, we'll like the post, might even comment, but like, yeah, visually our eyes are always gonna like bigger the better. You know what
But
I'm
it's
saying?
got to feel a certain way.
And even if it doesn't feel a certain way, you still gonna go crazy if
Yeah,
you
you
get the
will.
honor of getting it. But it's
But when it
different.
feels a certain way.
But it's different when that real deal is in front of you.
Yeah.
And you're like, whew.
And like I said, remember it's a difference in. Sometimes women be going like confused and shit because then in one time period we don't like
this.
thick bodies, we like skinny bodies, and then in another period we like thick bodies instead of skinny bodies, and now remember we were saying with like it's starting to dilate, like the whole thick body thing is starting to pivot down now.
Yeah, it is. And I was about to say,
yeah.
but the athletic body survives all tests.
Throughout.
The athletic body reigns supreme in all eras.
Yeah.
But you know how the Kardashians have always been known to change how women are shaping their bodies and even presenting themselves.
Yeah, for better, for worse.
And for better or for worse. And they took a lot of women, or influenced a lot of women on for the worse side by getting surgery and stuff like that. But they're all shrinking down now.
Yeah.
Like Kim is shrinking
Kim,
down.
yep.
So on a positive note, do you think this is a positive thing that the Kardashians might be doing and
for
shrinking
women. 'Cause
the
we
weight
got-
of all of the women in our community?
No.
think so?
You mean like obese
it's-
ones? Or what do you mean?
I'm talking about if a Kardashian body is what's setting the trend.
Like let them set the trend and let us have
If
the
they're
ass
setting the
back.
trend for an athletic body, how many women that are embracing thick and chubby right now will embrace
Well,
the
they
athletic
already,
body?
but the body itself, like the thinness of the body is already like something that they promote. You know what I'm saying? So that's not going to change necessarily.
No.
The
You
thickness
talking
of the
about
ass overall. You talking about the thickness of the ass?
No, I'm talking about everything, the whole body. I'm talking about promoting the athletic body over just the slim, thick body or the surgery thick body. They're
Okay.
two different bodies completely.
Okay.
So
I don't know if
No.
it's gonna do that much to the waist though. I don't know if it's going because the waist has always been slim. For
Yeah, well, I'm not
Kardashians.
talking about the weight. I'm talking about the whole thing, though.
Okay.
There's no stomach. We're talking about actually like athletic body. Like, what I'm saying is a chick, a slightly sloppy chick who's thick everywhere is getting the same amount of attention that a chick who's got a BBL is getting, is what I'm
Right,
saying.
right,
I'm
right.
saying that the chick with the sloppy body is now going to be going for the athletic body. The chick who would normally go to get surgery is now going for the athletic body and just going to the gym instead. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Not
Okay, I
the
see
waist in general. The waist, of course, that's always going to be slim, slender, but I'm talking about the entire package.
Okay.
And athletic body too. Like I don't even know if it's so much even the athletic body. I think it's just thin bodies are coming in now. You know, because of, you know, like how you see what women look like
in the 90s or the 80s, thin body, at least for white women, thin bodies, big tits.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
You know
that
what
was
I'm
like
saying?
80s,
Yeah.
90s and shit,
Yeah.
you know, and then, but now it's like, it's going, because, you know, you see like how, it seems like that Korean aesthetic is coming in, you know, like.
Korean aesthetic.
Yeah, you know, like what women in, like, they're very, like.
They are tall
petite,
and slender.
They're very slender,
Yeah.
you know, it seems like that look is starting to go on the upscale a little bit, you know, so we're going to start seeing.
Like Asian culture is like super prevalent in like the black community.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
In terms of just like not even K-pop, before K-pop.
Anime was a thing. in the
Anime,
black, yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
I feel like K-pop brought another
martial
big
arts we was talking
surgeon.
about earlier, like that was a
Martial
part
arts.
of like, you know, kung fu was a thing when you was a kid, right?
I feel like that
Yeah.
was more for the men though. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
true,
about
true,
like
true, true. For
I
the
feel like
whole
the
culture
I feel
overall.
like the women once anime is the foundation for everybody, men
Yeah,
and women.
yeah.
And then I feel like I know a lot of women who watch like reality Asian TV shows on the internet. Like they're not watching Big Brother, they're watching that in Korea, Japan,
Yeah,
China. Like
yeah.
they're watching that version of it and just reading subtitles.
Right.
So it's like a lot of women, I feel like they're watching like daily programming type shit. Like
Yeah, and everybody watch Squid Games. Everybody watch
Squid Games, yeah.
Their movies are starting to win
now
Oscars
now
over
they're
here.
watching
and
their love shows and shit. Now they're
Yeah.
like their dating shows and shit.
dating shows.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like they're
stuff
dating
Yeah,
like
so
that.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying.
popular.
Like, they are on the uprise. I don't think they'll replace us, but I'm just saying, like, they're giving us, you know, they're rising. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're-
yeah,
Started,
for sure.
Their influence is getting
I think people are getting a
Culturally.
little over us. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, not completely. Yeah,
never-
but
I
I'm
don't
saying,
think
like,
I've ever
we have
been-
competition. Let's just put it that way.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
don't
not
think so.
culturally. Like, I mean, they're always going to be into what we're
But
saying, but
there's-
I'm just saying aesthetically, what we look like and all that stuff, that's going to get pushed to the side. Like, nobody's
think
going to. Yeah. Well, with the big ass shit going out of style,
See, I
slowly
think
going out
it's-
of style.
I think it's still gonna be.
It'll still be around because we'll never stop being into it.
Right.
But because we were into it before they were.
Right.
So,
Right.
So we're always going to be in it. So in black
interesting
culture,
to
it'll
see.
always still be a big thing, huh?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because I'm just thinking like, because I feel like even if they shape the bodies, yeah, we just might not be thick, but they're still the athletic. They're still gonna want a little bit of ass though, even with an athletic body. I think they're still gonna want fuller lips. So they're still gonna be even. If,
I don't know.
I think
Time will tell.
I think. Now, if I start seeing people like trying to thin their lips out, that'll be mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Like if
It's not,
I
I don't think it's out that far out of reach to think that though, because if they do one extreme, there's always the other side of it.
no, yeah, I'd be interested to see.
It would be.
I'd be
That'd
interested
be
to see
wild.
if-
That'd be wild. Yeah.
Because remember,
But
they're not even.
I feel like some black people features are so strong that they're never gonna go away.
No.
Like
wait,
full-
in
like full
popularity
lips.
or
in popularity, like getting full lips when you don't have full lips.
Well, there was a time when black people were considered ugly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
How do you don't think we can return to that at some point?
Oh,
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like black beauty wasn't always like a thing, you know.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so we no, I was gonna say we had our time, but I mean
Right.
like we had a time where culture shifted to us.
Right.
But
We
nothing
just
lasts.
held on to it because it
Yeah.
was like these motherfuckers. Is
Nothing
like, wait a
lasts
minute.
forever. Everything that has been in style will go out of style. So
Yeah.
whether it's music, entertainment, and all that stuff, or whether it's cultural aesthetics,
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah.
at some point we'll go out of style, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I
'cause
don't care.
You want it for yourself.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
it's not, I'm never gonna stop liking ass.
Right,
But
right,
if
yeah,
but
yeah,
if the popular, culture stops liking ass, that okay, well that's y'all. Like
Yeah,
I was liking it
that's
before y'all liked it.
More ass for me, huh?
That's true.
More-
More ass from me.
Yeah.
It's okay that genetics did that to you because I love you.
yeah, and imagine like it could return to that time.
Don't
Yeah.
you dare get surgery. Now it's gonna get crazy when girls start getting surgery.
No. Like if especially like
They start reversing what they were born with.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
Crazy.
But that could happen though, because
could
once
definitely
society says that this is unattractive, then women assimilate. And that's what they always have. So at one point, having a big ass, that was attractive. So you need to get those BBLs. You need to make it bigger. You need to tone it. We could reach to a point where it's just okay. Nobody's
actually
into that.
dictates what women find attractive because
Us?
now,
No.
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you would say a lot of women saw how men acted when they had bigger tits and bigger asses, so that's why more of them got that.
Right.
But I feel like there's still gonna have to be for it to be a majority. I feel like it's gonna have to be a lot of men who equally agree that no ass is the way to go.
Right.
Flat chest is the way to go.
That's a good thought.
I've come across white men
Full
who-
lips ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
I feel like the majority of us though. There's always gonna be those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the majority of us. But I feel like all men are on like athletic body. Like
Yeah.
all men would
throughout history.
throughout history are gonna be naturally
Yeah.
there. I don't see.
In terms of tits and ass, that might.
I think it might be a
fluctuate.
niche if you go under there. Like, I want a girl that looks famished. You know what I'm saying? like,
Why you say a niche?
yeah.
like famished is your kink. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
That's more of a niche. I don't see a majority of men one day just choosing that.
I did hear, maybe this is just for fashion.
Yeah.
But I did hear someone, it might have been like a lady YouTuber that said this, but she said something like, when it comes to fashion, it's actually, they act like it's the patriarchy that determines fashion, like what a woman should dress like and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
I've heard
she was saying, yeah, but it's, who runs the fashion world are actually women and gay men.
Yeah.
So, but then they turn around and say people are saying women, have to dress this certain way, but y'all are the ones who are dictating how fashion should be, you know?
Right.
So I was bringing that up, maybe it's just exclusive to fashion, but I was saying like
True.
in terms
I
of
see what
like
you're saying, though.
body, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they also because in the modeling world, being thin is the
Tall
thing.
and
thing.
thin is the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thing.
they're the
Yeah.
one who like pressured in the 90s and when supermodels were becoming so big, it was the fashion world that sort of like made it cool to be
Who was
thin.
muting them? Yeah.
And young women was like, oh, I gotta lose weight, I gotta throw up. You know?
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so they kind of run beauty standards.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Well, a lot of women will listen to what other women say the beauty standard is.
Mm-hmm. So it's actually not us. We're not even like dictating the beauty standards. Like we're saying what we like, but they're the ones who are like kind of like talking amongst themselves and say, no, it's being
they're just
thin.
like-
It's like telling us what we are attracted to.
You don't know what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they love saying that.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
seems
you
to
don't-
have been the theme for the past couple years, low
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know what you want. This is really what you. I just
Yeah,
told
it's
you
like,
what I
no,
want.
no.
I
Right.
just told you. I just told you.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
What's that, Kyrie? I just told you. God,
Yeah.
I just told you what I thought I was.
God.
So let's move on to this. This isn't on here, but we definitely need to touch on this. RIP to the young girl, the young dancer that was hit and passed away from a runaway float cart
Yep.
on the Thanksgiving parade.
Yep.
This was like yesterday, on
Yesterday.
Saturday or Friday?
This was
Saturday? I think it was Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday was the Christmas parade or the
it
holiday
was-
parade
yeah, it
in
was
downtown Raleigh.
Saturday, yeah.
It was a holiday parade in downtown Raleigh. And, they're pulling floats and they got dancers, it's a parade. The brakes went out on one of these trucks that was pulling the float and it ran over an 11-year-old girl.
Yep.
Oh,
And,
man.
and she
Yep.
passed away.
She passed away.
And that just happened
Yep.
in Raleigh. And they were saying that, like, his brakes went out, but everything was so loud, like the music and the celebration and stuff like that, all that was so loud that even all the warnings, like the horn or them yelling, she didn't move out the way fast enough and got hit. But he was also arrested. I don't know if you're still pulling it up.
I'm writing the timestamp down first.
Oh,
but yeah.
okay. But yeah, I think he was also arrested and charged with a couple charges. He was charged with a couple charges. I know one I think they said was there was a gun in the car and there shouldn't have been a gun in the car. Mind you, this situation has nothing to do with gun violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like there's certain charges you're gonna catch just because. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get a DUI, that's one thing, you got a DUI. But if you are carrying your gun, you're also violating that law because you're not supposed to have your gun anytime you're intoxicated. So it's you get into, even though the DUI is the main charge, you're catching the second charge.
Yeah.
So it's like manslaughter is accidental death, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Manslaughter. So in my mind, I mean, it's unfortunate and it's extremely
Very
sad that this
unfortunate.
happened right down the street in downtown Raleigh. But at first, when I saw he was charged with multiple charges, it's like, damn, but what if it's genuine accident? It's a freak accident that your brakes go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
you don't mean to kill. You didn't
You
wake up
didn't
in the
mean to
morning
do that.
like, I'm going to do some devious shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
In this case, yeah, killed
In
an
this
11-year-old girl. Yeah.
Yeah. you know what
It
I'm
was a
saying?
20-year-old driver too.
He was young, yeah.
That's tough.
And there's
There's
videos.
yeah.
There's videos of like, because this is all televised and stuff. So I don't think the runover was televised, but there's videos of people running the police and other guys that are there running and like trying to slow the car down, like slow the truck
that's
down.
what I heard. I heard.
Like they're out there, like the dudes are running, they're like hit the brakes and they're like holding on to the car. Dudes are in front of it, like trying to slow. It's like men out there trying to slow a fucking car with a float pushing it.
Yeah.
So it's just a crazy situation. So
Yeah, this like headline right here says that he was arrested and charged with misdemeanor death by motor vehicle, careless and reckless, improper equipment, unsafe movement, and carrying a firearm in a parade.
yes,
Shit.
multiple charges, but misdemeanor death. I didn't even know you can get a death.
I didn't know that.
Misdemeanor.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Because it was really genuinely 100% an accident, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, they got
So,
a misdemeanor death. That's crazy. I had no idea that death.
I didn't know
could
that
be
was a thing, bro.
Be associated with a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what would manslaughter be? Would manslaughter be like a freak car accident?
Oh,
How do you
like
catch
a collision?
manslaughter then? You know what I mean? Like,
The crime of killing a human being without malice aforethought or otherwise circumstances not accounting to murder. So kind of an accidental murder. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, but damn, like, I don't know.
yeah.
The unlawful killing of a human being without expressed or implied malice, which is kind of what he did, but I guess,
Yeah.
you know?
And he's like,
That's
well,
tough.
what do you do about that?
yeah.
You
He'll lose his gun license because he wasn't
Okay.
supposed to have
Have
it there.
it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So if he had a concealed carry, he's not going to be. They're going to revoke that. I don't know.
But in terms
Are any
of
of those
her-
felonies? Were a couple of them felonies?
I don't know, because the way that they worded it, it was just
They only attached misdemeanor to one.
yeah
thing.
to one thing, and then the rest
Gotcha.
of it didn't really say. And that's the same thing for two articles I pulled up. So
Okay, and it might be a misdemeanor with the whole gun thing. So he might be able. If it's a misdemeanor, he might be able to beat it and keep his gun license after some time, and maybe get it back. But if it's a felony, if any of those are felonies, he lost that shit.
God damn it, I hate how my mind works, bro. When shit like this happens, I automatically sometimes just look at race.
No. I was just gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you because I have no idea. Like I'm
He's a
just
white
hearing
boy.
about this. Yeah, I was just gonna ask what's the ethnicity of
He's
the
a white
driver
boy.
and the boy.
He's a white boy.
But what about the girl?
The
I
girl
mean,
was it a white girl? I think it was a
I'm
white girl.
unsure.
I think it might have been a little white.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter, but I'm just to paint
Somebody
in my
died,
mind.
yeah.
But would we be charged with misdemeanor death?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Would
I
they
hate having
attach,
to look through things in that lens, but like,
or would it
sometimes
be,
We're
or
kinda
would it be
predisposed
felony
to do so.
manslaughter?
right?
Yeah.
Or would it say something crazy, just like the Blueface situation? Blueface, it looked like somebody was trying, and you can't really tell it's him, but it looked like somebody tried to run him and a group of his friends over, and
Yeah, I saw that.
and he fired a shot at the car.
Yeah. But I heard him
And-
say that he was trying to talk to some shorties in the car over there or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but long story short, but it looked like the dude was trying to hit him with a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Or hit somebody in this. Hit allegedly Blueface, whatever.
Oh yeah. Allegedly.
And it looked like somebody shot back, or it looked like Blueface. But when the headline said Blueface arrested for attempted murder, that's crazy.
yeah.
Right.
And it might be a gun or
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
or pepper spray or whatever.
How
they say.
quickly they jumped to that.
right, yeah,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
quickly like the fact that headline was
That's salacious.
attempted murder compared to misdemeanor death.
Right.
Misdemeanor by death.
Right. I mean,
I
it's
bet you
true,
when they
bro.
posted his pictures, they put all his high school pictures and shit.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
his
to
positive
make it more
ones.
sentimental.
Yeah, Blueface. The first thing you see
Oh,
is
Blueface. Mhm.
him. Blueface, a popping rapper called Bust Down Tatiana.
It shows a picture with him with a gun.
walking on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Blueface is out already, $50,000 bond.
Yeah, he got out quick.
Oh, okay.
Which, when attempted murder first came up, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's even in the court ruling, the judge was moving as if this is gonna get thrown out.
Right.
He wasn't even. He was like, it's nice. I see there's a lot of people here to support him. That was the nicest I ever saw a judge talk to somebody convicted for attempted murder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was like, yeah, he's got his fiance here. There's a lot of people here supporting him. I think it's fair to set the bail at $50,000. I think that's reasonable. Of course, you can't have any contact with this person. Stay out of trouble. I was like, wow, he's speaking really nice to this guy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wonder,
everybody's kind of moving, like, but at the same time, you had the headlines were out for attempted murder.
Yeah.
Because that's what the police put down in that report.
Yeah, because
so
the judge couldn't control that,
Right.
Like, I mean, could have been a nice judge. I don't know.
I'm gonna do a story about. Speaking of that, I'm gonna do a story about this girl who is in Raleigh and she was beat up by Raleigh police.
Ooh.
She's suing RPD right now. She put her video out. Like, there's a video of the police officer grabbing the phone.
Mm-hmm.
She just reshared something again recently because here it is. Because
Why can't I talk to him?
these dumbass motherfuckers.
Is that just a video tour?
Raleigh police officer McFeathers. He looks like an asshole. You remember when we just
I thought you were
said,
saying he looks like a McFeather.
remember when we said, like, police just have that look?
Yeah.
He looks evil, low-key. He just looks evil.
Shave head?
And this is her. That's her. Got her ass beat.
Ooh.
So she's suing the police department right now.
My God.
I'm going to talk to her soon. We talked a little bit in the DM, but I'm going to get a little bit about what they got going on.
Yeah.
And bring some more light to that story, and I'll just get a little word from her. But she's not gonna be able to tell me too much,
Right.
Just because she's in the middle of a lawsuit, which is fine. Yeah. But any of the information that they have, I want to be able to take that, do my own research, and do a little video.
Yeah, I think people at Raleigh will appreciate that.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, bro, it's like the RPD shit is going crazy. Like, and apparently he's known for this. Multiple complaints. That's the thing. I want to know where the database is where I can look at all the police officer complaints.
Yeah.
And where we can actually look at them and process them publicly.
Right.
Yeah.
Because obviously
and get a good ratio.
Because obviously they're not being done privately. Like, police officers, especially ones locally, if they out here abusing their power, they shouldn't be able to comfortably live in their city. That's honestly how I feel. We should have viral articles about each one of you who do some wild shit, so that when you go to the grocery store with your wife and family, you get them looks. It should be public shaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all Blue Lives Matter. You should be able to be publicly shamed to the point that, hey, unfortunately, you might have to move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I did some egregious shit, if I got arrested for doing some crazy thing, if I, beating up people, beating up women, doing the worst things that you should do, like maybe even the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Touching kids or something crazy. Like, I believe there should be 100 articles about me. It should be uncomfortable for me to go to cookout.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody should be able to recognize me, be like, "Is that you?" and press me on 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what that's what's supposed to happen.
So that's what happens to ordinary citizens. You're saying the same thing should happen to
Same
law
thing should happen
enforcement.
to police, to all law enforcement.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get your mugshot put on. You're not on the wake. I don't see you on Busted. What's it called? Is it Busted?
What you talking about?
You know how everybody in Wake County got their mugshot on Twitter on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
What's that magazine
Yeah,
called?
you talking about
Okay.
the Slammer.
The Slammer.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Slammer.
I don't see y'all getting on the Slammer for
Yeah.
y'all egregious
Yeah.
complaints.
Yeah.
And I'm
There
trying to
should
look-
be a Slammer. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it'd be
There
a
should
cop
be a
slammer.
police slammer.
Yeah.
Like, low key, like,
Yeah.
for their complaints.
Yeah.
This officer, this is a picture of him. He's gotten 17
Watch out for
complaints in
him.
the last 4 years.
Call it
for
the paddy
this
wagon,
thing.
nigga.
Yeah.
Because the
Y'all-
slammer is for people who are being locked up, right?
Yeah,
so
but
there has
y'all
to be a
get
word.
Y'all get to publicly shame us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to be able to publicly shame you because even if I did get arrested for a DUI, why do you have to tell the world?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's cool.
The piggies. Nah.
Yeah, all right, cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
Piggy.
I understand.
Pig pen.
Yeah,
Oh,
pig pen.
pig pen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might
shit.
have to mute this.
Damn, you said that
y'all.
cop on pig pen?
Might have to mute this out.
Yeah.
Good thing we're not
Or
live.
I mean, we have evidence that we came up with it right now.
True.
Our date. Yeah.
I'm gonna just bleep the name though.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna talk about it.
Because we can still sue them.
I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
lock that in.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Real for real. We're talking.
The
We're
pig
talking a
pen.
bag for real, nigga.
Yeah.
Um,
But you know what's so crazy? I tried to
just-
look up what you were talking about to see if I could find like a complaint.
How to
department.
find the complaint database?
Yeah, but like there's a thing here on Raleigh.gov, like safety/internal affairs unit or whatever.
Okay.
And you know, it's talking about like complaints filed for like RPD or whatever, or complaint cases investigated by RPD about RPD. I'm assuming based on like some of what I'm reading here. Not
Yeah.
assuming, but I read that.
Yeah.
It looks like the number's going down, compared to like. And it's not, the numbers are so small. It's like this is can't be that small. You know what I'm saying? Like they're talking 2021, only 11 citizen complaints.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Sustained.
But
Eight of them sustained and 2 of them not sustained. So
But at the
eight
same-
out of them like.
But at the
went
same
forward.
time, those numbers are accurate, and that could be accurate because nobody knows where to complain.
Right.
Most of my interactions with police are on some bullshit. But at the
Not
same
everybody
time,
report to them.
Right.
Most
But
people
even
don't
if you
report
do,
them.
you don't report it the right way.
Or or you don't do the correct process.
Right. Right.
To where it'll even make it to being the number 12.
Right.
Or 13. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You send one email, but instead of sending an email, you're supposed to send this email, CC this person, and attach this to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't have that.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We don't know that, which is something we
Yeah, we
need to be
don't know.
educated
That's
on.
a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I need to.
That's a fact.
That's a video.
Because the
Yeah.
number is down. In 2011, it was 42. And now in 2021, it's only 11. So like the track
2021
record
is
tried.
only 11.
Bro,
Yeah, that's 10 years. 10 years
bro,
later.
Region?
Raleigh's
Oh, Raleigh.
population.
Raleigh, yeah, Raleigh.
Raleigh's population in general is way
I'm
too
saying
high.
it's crazy high.
It's like 500,000 people, almost 1 million people here.
Come on, like
It's
just for
way
that
too
number?
high for us to only have 14 complaints.
And I could
That
be
is
looking in the wrong
11
place, but,
complaints.
like-
but even then, it should be jumping out at us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's no way. So
Yeah.
that's something that needs to be looked at for sure
Yeah.
because something going on. And I wish her a speedy recovery because this happened to her about a month ago.
Okay. Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lump.
I mean, she got her ass beat.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
Isn't it like how long does it take to become a police officer? Isn't it like 6
Oh,
months
man.
or something?
Yeah, that's short, bro.
6 weeks maybe. Yeah, 6, 8 weeks most. 8 weeks max.
Yeah.
Literally, when you look at the amount of hours it takes to be a licensed
16 weeks.
16
weeks for
to become a
police.
Yeah, yeah.
officer.
Look up the amount of hours it takes to be a licensed barber.
So like it's 640
It's like-
hours. 640 hours for commissioners mandated. 640 hours training course. Take approximately 16 weeks to complete to be police officer training in North Carolina.
It's like-
16, you said.
16.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just-
16?
16.
That's 2 8-hour days.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
16 weeks.
16 weeks.
weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
16
640 hours.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
become
yeah.
a police
Officer,
Right.
like in, yeah,
Whereas
in-
becoming a doctor is years.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
even becoming a barber is
barber
way
is-
more
yeah.
hours.
Yeah. See, so that's one of the biggest problems because, Joe fucking racist schmo down the street
Right.
in 16 weeks
Yeah.
can be telling us what to do.
An NC barber license can be earned in approximately 9 to 18 months.
Like 18 months.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
even, yeah.
Depending on on the low end, 9 months. If you hustling hard and you doing everything you can do, you can be a barber in 9 months. Shout out to y'all niggas doing your work. Do
That's
what you do.
crazy, bro. And that's still 27 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 27
Well,
weeks.
36. Wait.
And handling.
Is that right?
9 months,
and-
right? 4 weeks in a month.
36
4
weeks.
weeks in a month. Yeah.
36 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And handling a gun. Yeah.
I was lost it all.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's funny. That's what made me laugh. Like, watch you do that.
Oh, you
do
did your
that.
hand?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
you know the 9 times tables. You can
Oh,
just
yeah.
do it with your hands.
Yeah.
I said, hold on. You said 36, 27 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4. It's 4. Never mind.
Don't worry, I still use my fingers too.
Yeah.
so- No, but I'm like, yeah. So 16 weeks in order to have like a gun and tell people what to do. It's just
Oh
like,
no! If you want a gun,
oh yeah,
oh yeah, as
that's
a regular
right.
citizen,
yeah,
But I mean, like,
48 hours, baby.
Yeah, you get a gun quickly.
yeah.
That-
Not just being
24
as
if
an
it-
officer.
You can pay $8 right now. You'll be in there, bitch.
Yeah.
Like anybody.
And that's if you want a handgun. You want a shotgun? Well, we can just
Oh
go
yeah,
to the
you can go
store
there right now. Yeah,
You got your ID on you?
For
Yeah, let's go buy an AR-15 real quick because we
Yeah,
can do
somebody
it.
somebody down the street pissed me off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But but that's crazy. So that needs to be in public knowledge even more. So like,
Right.
that's why we getting so fuck shit cops because
Yep.
it's like it's so
Put
easy
the
to
lid on
become
that
one.
Candle.
Yeah.
Like smothering candles out, huh?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
That shit hot.
Yeah. Oh, you were feeling it?
No, I could just tell.
It's
Like
hot
the whole
'cause
thing is
yeah.
damn near liquefied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
It's only this much left, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, let me not burn it out. Let me just put it out. It smells good in here now.
This
so.
candle was the star of the last podcast.
Right, it damn sure
or
was.
it took their attention away from us.
It damn sure was.
Hogging the spotlight and shit.
Oh, perfect. They sent me some. Fucking perfect.
What? What happened?
Send some
Okay.
PNGs over.
This is why you deal with real niggas, okay?
Look.
Not only did they send us exactly what I asked, not only did I ask the LOI podcast, we've got to take pictures of them on site. I said, do me a favor, send me some high resolution photos. Not only did they send me that, they also sent me pictures that you can easily turn into clip art.
Now I can turn it into
Really?
Easily.
Perfect.
Easily.
That's what I need.
Easily. Wait till you see it.
Okay,
Wait till you see
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Thumbnail ready already.
Oh, clutch. Yeah.
Thumbnail ready.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew
Yep.
these niggas knew what they was doing. These are podcasters, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you're not clicking on this level, stop asking to come over here. Because it's just certain shit I don't even feel like having to explain to you. You know what
And
I'm
how
saying?
long was it? It was not even that long.
I actually won't have to do any work on these. I can allow the
It's
program
you,
to do
the
work.
program is
Yeah.
going to do it. It's
yeah.
so clean.
Yeah, I can just click on it and it'll be
Yeah. So we're done. It's easy.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't get their pictures, they're about to be on there like we got their pictures on site.
Yeah.
So we're good. Yeah. Thank God, yo. Jeez,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to work with people like that
That-
doing it for real.
Yeah.
That are taking it seriously.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see. But yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the little girl that passed away in
Yeah.
the float.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck that RPD cop that beat that girl up.
Yeah.
And more content surrounding how we can make proper complaints to the police department coming soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Because especially, I know people will appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Putting police officers on blast for their fuck shit.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all got us on the slammer.
'Cause they have
we can't
cops.
get pictures of you
Yeah.
and tell them what your common complaint is. Why not?
We
Yeah.
can get the community involved in sending us all the complaints we find, and we'll create the whole
It's
thing ourselves.
easy.
Yeah.
Drop them in the email. Channel M email.
Yep.
Channel M News. That's literally the email. It's if you have any complaints right now, Channel M News 919@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Go ahead and send that over.
Yeah.
Channel M News at 919@gmail.com. And it'll come right over and we got it. If you got your own complaints.
Because it's crazy when you think.
Because we'll make it for you then.
Yeah.
If they won't release it, then we'll make it. They public servants. I know I'm not breaking no laws doing that.
That's
Right.
true.
You got to be breaking some sort of private. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, because you think about all the propaganda we always get, like in terms of like shows. I mean, the cops shows, Bad Boys, showing them
Yeah.
always being like the good guys. You know,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
one thing because my Swedish uncle. He's like a police officer, but he's sort of like he's damn near like a narc, you know, like
Oh shit!
yeah. He's like one of
he's
those,
in there.
Yeah.
like sending infiltrators to infiltrate gangs and shit.
Right,
like he does that type of shit. And when we were out there, like every once in a while, he would have to like take an important call, but then he would come
Right.
back and everything is just like normal.
Yeah.
And it just really opened my eyes and made me think of like all these like movies where detectives are like they can't sleep and I gotta solve this case. I care about who was murdered and all that shit like and throwing shit over their desk.
Yeah. Al Pacino and Heat.
Yeah,
Al Pacino and Heat. Like,
damn, he's played so many cops.
Yeah. But
I
his
was
life, that was his main. He's like,
gotta solve
I
this
can't
case.
sleep at night without solving cases.
Yeah, because I
you're like,
care.
I'm never gonna love you. Know that now.
Yeah.
I'll never love you the way that I love
His
you.
marriage is getting all. His marriage is in
Yeah,
shambles.
That's like he said that like 2 or 3 times. I just watched Heat recently. Great movie. Damn,
My
it's
God.
good.
The Dark Knight. You see the Dark Knight parallels?
Yes.
The bank heist.
Yes, bro.
Even the guy.
Even the cinematography, like the way
Yeah.
it'd be like, it'll go dark and then just these slow dark pan scenes into like
Yep.
these ominous talking scenes. You'd be like, God damn, boy. You just
Yep.
hear the dialogue and you're like,
The
fuck
scene
going
when
on?
they're sitting at the table.
Yes,
It
him and
feels
his
like you're
girl.
watching an action scene
Yes,
because it's so
bruh.
like this is Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in a scene together for the
Yes,
first
sir.
time.
Yes,
And
sir.
it feels like the Dark Knight. I mean, it feels like Batman and Joker scene when they're sitting at their table.
Yeah,
That
bro.
movie, the parallels is like he was inspired
Yeah.
by Heat and.
yeah.
But yeah, we went on a tangent of that
We
by
did,
that
we
because
did.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. So looking at my uncle, I was like, oh, he's not losing sleep over the shit.
Over these cases, yeah.
It's a job.
Right,
It's a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know, but so it's how much of it is bullshit. In terms of like
True.
these cops really caring about like what's
what's
who
going
was
on.
murdered and trying to solve the case and
Right.
like ruining their lives. It's like no, it's just a day job to them. Propaganda.
Let's see. How long are we at? I feel like we're never gonna make it through these topics. We're just
No, we won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some time in between that we pause and stuff, but currently
we
it's
paused
at,
for about 15.
yeah, it's at 2:17 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do one more, I think.
Okay.
One more topic, and then we'll roll it out.
Okay. Rollouts.
Facts.
Remember we used to do that. My brother brought that to light recently. He was like, "Oh yeah, I
Maybe you could
remember."
touch on a couple ones that don't even take long, like Bad Baby or B Simone. Like
Yeah, we'll do B Simone. B Simone says she don't wash every day. Got so much backlash and ended up taking a shower. That is true.
So much backlash.
So B Simone's on a podcast, and I think it's her podcast actually with her homegirl.
Yeah.
And they were talking, and she was like, it's funny because it's like, you could tell when she genuinely asked the question, she didn't think she was say anything.
Crazy.
That'd be
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you know me well. What's something that's dirty that I do that like that isn't normal? And the girl on the podcast was
She
looking
was like, she's not gonna say it.
she was looking like, I'm not gonna do you like that. Like, I'm literally not gonna do you like that. But then B Simone kind of like coaxed it up herself almost. It was like, maybe not like showering every day, but she was like,
Yeah.
like,
I'm not sure.
yeah, you
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one.
yeah, and come to find out, B Simone, they make it seem, I mean, she pretty much told us she only showers like every 2.5 days, low key. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much kind of how it made it seem. And it was like, man, they tore her up, bro. They was like,
God.
all her old stuff came back to haunt her. But she played it off very well. That's the
She
thing,
did.
man.
Oh yeah, she went to go.
You
Make some
gotta
money off
lean
of it.
into when you're getting roasted.
Yep.
So she went on live and did a shower. She took a shower on
Yep.
live.
On live? Oh,
It was
shit.
like, all right, y'all. I'm washing today, y'all. Like, then, so she did a live where she was literally in the shower, just like showing her face, sunning up,
Yeah.
taking a bath or taking a shower.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath, niggas. All right, you
Then
happy?
she did a sketch with Desi Banks, and God, he's so funny.
And she sold merch and put
She
a promo.
did?
I think she sold merch and put a she already has merch, but I think she made a promo code shower.
Wow,
Something like that.
She went crazy.
Yeah.
B Simone business is on 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
really been going crazy. Like, but the Desi sketch was funny because he was in the car with a T-shirt on, like a mask, with a bowl of water and a washcloth. It was like, come here, give me your hands, because niggas ain't gonna be talking about my girl fucking stinking shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you got us talking crazy. You got me looking crazy out here. Talking about you don't take no goddamn baths. Like, yo, that shit was funny, man. So
Yeah, but
she
she's-
leaned into it.
She
And
leaning in, but she also doubling down at the same time that she really don't take that many showers.
Yeah.
Because I saw a conversation between her and Desi, and she was saying still, he was like trying to it was like another live conversation.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, say it's like, first off, she was like, Monday, say I take a shower Monday at midnight. First off, technically it's Tuesday. No, bitch, it's Monday.
right.
And then she was like,
She is doubling down.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing with her is damn, I forgot. Whatever.
yeah, but then she was like, from there, she said she may not take, if she stays in the house Tuesday, she not gonna take a shower.
That's what I was about
and
to
then
say,
she goes,
yeah.
then she was like, Wednesday morning, I still probably not gonna do it. Wednesday evening, yeah, I'll take a shower. I was like, nah. See.
So the thing that was brought up, I understood her when.
I mean, I know what she means.
If I took a shower and I literally just stay in the house the entire day, I'm probably not gonna take a shower
Yeah,
that
but
day
women,
either.
Yeah.
But yeah, women, two things. They have more going on than we do.
Yes.
But then another thing was somebody brought up that I thought was a good point was how often are you working out?
Right.
Because if you don't work out, if you don't shower on workout days, now that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And she seems pretty physically fit. She seems
Yeah.
like she goes to the gym on a pretty regular basis.
Consistent
So
basis. You might even have a trainer.
yeah, so
yeah.
that's what made, when I thought about that, that's what made what she said a little bit more disturbing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, if you work out 3 times a
Even
week.
if you just run water. And
But if you work out, if you're working out 5 days a week, 4 days a
Yeah.
week, you should be having that many showers. You shouldn't be making 2-3 days at a time.
No.
If you're working out that much, because you have to have a shower.
You have to.
But if you get in them sheets,
Yeah, bro.
after you with dried up sweat on your
That's
body,
disgusting.
holy shit, that's
It's
crazy.
nasty. It's nasty.
That is disgusting.
As a man, I've gotten in the sheets of dried up sweat after hooping before, but that's just
That's crazy.
That's just-
I
that's
can't do it.
happening.
I won't get in my sheets. I'll sleep on top of the sheets.
no. But
I've been
yeah.
sweaty, nasty, dried up, but so tired. Like when I sat down on the bed, I accidentally just passed out on my
Yeah,
bed.
yeah, on top of the sheets though.
On top of the sheets, yeah. But I've never got in my covers
No.
off of a fresh basketball sweat.
No, and none of it's fresh. But I have had a night where, because I've hooped pretty like late. And
Yeah.
that was more recent. I did have a night where I didn't get home until like 1:30, like
Yeah.
that night, and I had just been hooping. I got inside, I took off all my shit, was completely bare ass naked.
Yeah.
Like just sat down for a second, and was like, let me look at some shit, and I just woke up.
Oh yeah, I've done that at least
Yeah.
one, but very, very, very rarely.
What I would
Yeah,
do
yeah.
sometimes. See how I just jumped right in? No, because I heard what you did.
That's like last week. He was like, "How do you do
Yeah,
that?"
yeah, like what you do. Yeah, you just pick up. No, yeah. What I do sometimes is like, not all the times, but it's like if I showered the night before, I would
Right.
take a wash up.
Right,
Yeah,
the
right,
next day.
right,
So I wouldn't
facts.
just like, oh,
I'm
that
not jumping
counted.
all the way in.
Yeah, because when you go to sleep, that's when the must settles in and
Right,
you know and all
right.
that shit. You were sweating all night. You know,
But I don't know if you heard this, but the thing that we
What?
brought up was like somebody was asking how often does she work out, because B. Simone does look physically fit.
Oh yeah.
And I know she had lost weight too at one point, because I remember she had got like snatched at one
Yep,
point.
yep.
So yeah, she, from what it seems like, she has a pretty regular gym schedule. And if she's getting underneath them sheets and not taking a shower after sweating at the gym,
sweating.
that is disgusting.
Yeah, because then it's just must.
Yeah,
nasty.
it's must
Nasty.
dried up sweat. You know when you be playing basketball in the summertime, where you really start sweating, especially outdoor in the summertime.
Yeah.
And it's like you can start feeling them grains
Yeah.
from like the dirt, because it's probably dirt blowing.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But your sweat is stuck.
It dries
to the-
up. It's like salt.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
salty on
yeah,
your skin.
yeah.
You're
And
sweating so much.
I'm
There's
also a
an
weirdo
aroma,
that I
yeah.
actually shower before I hoop sometimes.
I never do
Okay,
that.
yeah,
If I'm
that's
funky, I'm going funky for sure.
Nah, I don't hoop funky, and like, yeah, I can't hoop funky. Like, I can't
I'll hoop
add to the
funky.
funk. If I'm already a little funky,
Hoop
I can't
funky.
add. to
Now,
it.
if my pubic and my armpit area is funky, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I will wash that area up, or I'll jump in the shower real quick
Mm-hmm.
and hit it. But if I'm on a mild level of funk, I'll just full blast the funk.
okay,
With the basketball,
like you're
I
talking
can't
about
be
music.
funk. I can't be on like full funk and then play.
Yeah, I
I
can't
do
do
need to
that.
clean up, because then I
can't do
feel so dirty. I don't even want to be around people.
Yeah.
right.
So
right,
it's
right,
like,
right.
yeah. But I'll do a mild, like, I'll take a shower. And that's the biggest thing about getting a morning schedule. I don't know about y'all. I don't like taking more than one shower a day.
No,
I'm typically a one.
Yeah, I'm a
Typically
one.
But
But see,
I'll do two if I hoop or something or whatever.
But yeah, this is the thing though that I don't like is I don't see any way of taking less than 2 showers a day if I really incorporate working out.
Yeah, you have to take more than one. That's
Oh,
why. That's
yeah.
why when I work out, like
hate
after
it.
this, I'm gonna work out, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna take another shower today. And I took one this morning.
Yeah, and
So
the
I
thing
know I'm gonna
is,
shower tonight.
so there's no way to get around it. Because
No.
the thing is, I'm like,
But you run through clothes so fast like that.
God,
It's the
oh my
craziest
God, I
shit.
hate that shit.
Oh,
Just run through
yeah.
fucking laundry, bro.
Clothes
I
so
know.
fast,
Bro,
Yeah.
working out, you have so
Yeah.
much laundry, bro.
Yeah.
You run through clothes so fucking
God
fast, bro.
damn, bro.
Because
Yeah, I hate
that's
that.
something that like the times when I'm like the months where I'm like crazy in the gym, I do laundry so fucking
Yes,
much, bro.
bruh.
It's crazy.
'Cause you
Because
sweat
your
it all
drawers
up.
go. Your drawers are the first thing
Yeah,
that go,
bro,
bro.
and
Yeah.
None of these clothes are reusable because I
Yeah.
sweat all of them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's not like your pajamas that you just lounge in the house in. You're wearing your pajamas 4 or 5 days.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Because you're not breaking those sweats in these.
Right.
I'm literally just lounging. But the gym equipment and the gym clothes are
wrap,
dead
bro.
after
It's
that
wrap,
wear.
bro.
Yeah. See, I like when it comes to shirts mostly and pants too. I like probably more so than pants than shirts, but I like to be able to wear a shirt at least twice. You know, like if I
Yes,
wore it for the day
yeah.
and I didn't sweat or anything during the
Exactly,
day,
facts,
I can hang
yeah.
it back up. You know,
Me too.
and wear it in
I'm
the
on that
next
way.
few days. You
I'm
know,
definitely like
Facts.
that with hoodies.
Yeah.
And like
hoodies and definitely pants.
hoodies and like
I rarely
I'm
wash
definitely
hoodies.
wearing my pants 2 or 3 times before they get
Sweats,
washed.
hoodies, sweaters.
I treat
pants,
hoodies
sweats.
like jackets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
unless
something
you actually get a stain or spill something on it.
When I sweat, that's when I wash.
When you sweat,
like,
they're dead.
Realistically, like a crew neck, I might be chilling all day. I might take a shower, then go out one night and wear my crew neck, have a good night. Wasn't dancing in the club.
Right.
Went out,
You
got
just
a drink,
chilling around.
chilling. I was wearing that shit for 3 hours max. Go to the crib, I hang it back up.
Hey, especially in the wintertime, our clothes are gonna last a long time.
In the wintertime, yeah, that's why I love around this time.
Because that hoodies last in multiple wear. It takes a lot to break a sweat when it's cold
in the
outside.
winter. In the winter.
Cold, unless you're inside and it's hot inside, but it takes a lot to break a sweat.
Yeah, in the summer it's harder. Yeah, because I'm like, man, I was
quicker to go-
sweating today. Yeah, I gotta put this in the hamper.
Yeah, you can't even avoid it.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't move fast all day, these clothes are dead.
Yeah, just because standing here, I'm breaking a sweat.
The heat didn't cook them. You know what I'm saying?
Done got a bead of sweat going down your back.
Yeah.
Just that one. What's up with that one singular bead of sweat, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's funny though, because we're like talking about Beast and Malone, but somebody might hear this and be like,
and judge us for this.
Yeah. But no, it's not though. But
dirty.
I think what she's a little more extreme in comparison to what we just mentioned.
Yeah.
We said a 3-hour wear of a sweatshirt. You could hang that back up.
True. Yeah, facts.
And we're saying we didn't
We're
sweat
more
it up.
Somebody might think that's crazy too.
They might.
There's some people moving on.
Yeah, that's
As soon
true.
as it touches my body, it's over.
Yeah. But
Now,
that's
I want to know if any of our listeners are the type that do y'all do new pajamas every single day? Because that'd be crazy to me. If you're doing
See,
new
I normally
pajamas every
go
day.
to
I'm
sleep
an underwear
in
guy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I normally go to
Yeah.
sleep in my like boxers or something. Anyway.
Boxes are butt naked or some shit.
Yeah, some shit
I go to sleep. My sleepwear is the underwear that I'm wearing, and I have like
I got pajamas
separate.
too, though.
I have shirts that I use specifically for sleeping.
Right,
You know, like
right.
remember, like they were like oversized shirts that I got for Christmas one year or
Were
something
they
like
real
that.
worn out and beat where you wouldn't wear them
Yeah,
with the outfit
maybe they had
anymore?
a couple of holes or some shit.
Yeah,
I'm just
you're not gonna wear this as part of the outfit. You're just gonna wear it around the house.
because I don't want to like go like fully like topless and shit sometimes because
Right.
I'm like sometimes like depending on you could catch a cold or some shit
Right,
so
right.
I'm like I need to have some kind of shirt on.
My boxes be getting twisted up, so I have to take my boxes off all the time because
Yeah.
my
get
shit be
twisted
getting
up.
so twisted, bro.
You sleep wild then.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I move a
Sound
lot,
like you,
bro.
sound
Yeah.
like
Really?
you fighting in your
Twisted up,
sleep.
huh?
Yeah, low key. That's the main reason why I don't be doing the clothes. But now that I got these, I'm gonna go back over to Costco to get some more of these joints.
Thermal hoodies.
These thermals.
Oh, like
Yeah.
long johns and stuff.
Nigga, these shits are so tight, nigga. Like
Yeah.
on my skin, they ain't going nowhere,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's literally like
Yeah.
a second layer of
I
skin.
still have pajamas that I rock here and there, but it's not an every night thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in my pajamas, it's typically like I've had a productive ass day.
Yeah.
That's normally what happens.
Right.
Like when everything is cleaned up at the crib, all sorts of stuff. When life is working in perfect order, I might fuck around and put on my pajamas that night.
Yeah.
For Christmas I'm a make my mom buy me a nice robe. And the reason why I say that, my mom, because I can buy it myself.
Right.
But the reason why is because she's such a gift giver.
Yeah.
Like, and she's come to the
something.
age. Yeah, we've come to the age where it's like you don't have to buy me anything, but she
Right.
likes to have something
Something,
to buy
yeah.
Right.
everybody in the family.
Right,
she's
right.
that type of person.
Of course,
so
yeah.
I always I'll just give her like a hint. She's like, I do need something to get out of the shower with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Christmas Day, she's one of those like when you're opening it up, she's like
Right.
staring at you
Waiting on
because
it.
you
See
have
your
to be like,
happiness in
oh,
it.
you don't have to
Yeah.
rev it up. She's that type of person. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her to buy me a robe so she can have something to give me.
Right.
I wear a
facts.
robe, yo. That shit is actually fucking like
Robes are
helpful.
nice.
They're
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
I started
when I
wearing
went
a
to-
robe 2 years ago.
Oh, you have one?
I got one. I
Yeah.
got one with a hood.
I
too.
need
Yeah.
I need a
It's
good
a hood.
one.
It's got a hood and it's really long.
Yeah.
I got two robes, and like I've had moments where the robe is like I'm literally just in boxers or some shit, and I throw the robe on and go get my mail. Like
Yeah.
I've done that a few times. Like it's
Yeah, because I always
chill.
have my towel to do stuff and all that stuff. I'm like, man, it could be nice to have like a nice robe to put on after the shower.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I don't have that. So yeah.
Or if
I
I'm
could
like
get it.
even if I'm like in pajamas or something, but it's still a little chilly at the crib, I could throw that bitch on.
Yeah,
facts.
no underwear.
That's
yeah.
what I do. Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go outside, smoke a cigarette, I'll put that on. I don't need to get all the way dressed.
Yeah.
I throw that on as warm. Sometimes if I'm just sitting at the edge of the bed playing the game, I'm kind of chilly, but I don't want to pull the blankets off the bed.
Right.
Throw the robe on.
Yep. Be
Just
good.
chilling.
Be
TV
good.
watching.
I feel like a boss in that shit.
Yeah.
Because I think for the majority, because the robe comes out a lot more in the winter anyway. Because
Yeah. Because I have a warm one too.
Right,
so
right.
I can't really
I need a
wear
warm
it
one,
in the
yeah.
house during the
But
summer.
also, I feel like there's like a general thing with black people where it's like that house is always just gonna be. you ain't never gonna warm that bitch up all the way in the winter. You gonna have that,
You gotta save that heat too. So
you gotta save that energy a little bit,
Yeah.
bro. Like you
It's
might
so
have that
funny
bitch
going
max
into-
at 70, bro. But like,
Yeah.
It's so funny going into some people's houses and seeing what level they have it set at.
yeah, bro.
Like, I went to a customer's house and it was like 65. Like, some people are okay with 65, period.
No, I can't do that at any
Oh,
time.
you mean all year round?
I can't do that.
65, not in the winter. In the wintertime, 65 to 69 in the wintertime, which is like cold. Or in the summertime, they only turn it on when it hits like 80 or 70,
Yeah. Oh,
78.
Yeah.
They only turn the AC on when it hits that level. But
Yeah, I've fallen asleep at some people's houses, like some girl's house before, where it's like I woke up and I thought I was sick because it was like
So
60,
fucking
62
cold.
degrees.
bro, I'd be like, what?
62
I'd be
fucking
like,
degrees.
What's wrong
bro.
with you? And you got
You're
the
like the
ceiling fan
cartoon.
on. What you got the ceiling fan on
What
for,
the fuck
too?
are you doing?
Bro, it's
yo?
cold, bro.
Yeah, what are you doing?
God damn, you got the windows cracked in
Yeah.
this bitch, too?
Got me
Yeah.
curled up, fetal position like a fucking baby.
Yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then your
Like,
blankets and shit. You ain't got no. You don't even got. Yo, I'm gonna tell you one thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all one thing. I'm not no up class bougie nigga at all, bruh. Some of you hoes don't have comforters, bruh. And you got me, y'all got me fucked up. Like I'm not spending the night. You ain't got a comforter.
Yeah.
It's cold in this.
Yeah,
you
you
ain't got a
bugging.
comforter. The ceiling fan's all high, and it's 65 degrees
Yeah.
in here. I'm going
not
home,
rocking.
bruh.
Yeah. Not
we gonna kick it. I'm still got my socks and my Timbs on because I'm cold, bruh. Like, why is it so cold in here? Why don't you have a full? I don't know. I'm not even a home decor person.
Yeah.
Facts.
I have a bedroom set though.
yeah.
100.
Why don't you have a
100.
bedroom set?
I'm not
confused.
fucking with no girl who don't have a bedroom set, bro.
Bro, if you don't have a bedroom set, you're way too savage for me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
confused.
yeah,
What the
'Cause
fuck?
If I got that
what
as
have
a
you
man,
learned?
if I got that as a man, you definitely got to have the basics.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah.
facts, bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
facts, dog.
You got to have the basics.
You don't have a bedroom set. I know you don't cook.
Yeah.
I know that bath. I'm not even gonna use your bathroom.
Yeah,
It's
because you could
fucked up.
just tell like what type of wife they would be, like in just in
You ain't got
terms
no
of like what
comforter.
they're doing for
You a
themselves.
woman.
Yeah.
I should be the one that don't have a comforter, and you
Facts.
should be telling me I
Yeah,
need one.
You need
Yeah.
you need to help me with my savagery.
right?
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
like,
I shouldn't be the one like. So you ever got a comforter before?
Yeah.
What? That's a wild question.
You ain't got no.
Yeah. To ask.
You ain't got no decorative pillows.
As soon as you walk in,
Say,
you
you
don't
say
get no
you
comfort.
29, 31.
Yeah.
After 25, it's kind of. If you've lived in more than two places by yourself,
Yeah.
no excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to have a bedroom
Yeah.
set. If you lived on your own at least twice,
Yeah, facts.
or like
I mean, you
did,
can just go to
did walk-
Walmart and fucking
and
pick
you can
one.
get it. You can get the cheapest one,
Yeah,
but this
yeah.
what
Some
it is.
cheap.
You gotta have a. Why don't
Fucking
you
get that
have
polyester if you need to. It don't matter, bro.
It don't matter, but the
Shit,
fact
yo.
that you don't have a comforter is bothering
Yeah.
me. Like,
Yeah, that shit
all
rough.
right, let's get out of here.
She's like, you supposed to be my comforter.
Right. Oh, that is low key what they be thinking. And I don't want you laying on me all night.
No, because it gets hot. I've pushed
And
somebody.
now I'm
before.
hot. And not only am I hot, I'm really not that comfortable. Sure, cuddling is cool, but I'm not that comfortable. I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I need to I need to get comfortable.
Yeah, I've definitely had to apologize for waking up after shoving somebody in my sleep.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've done that
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, no, like
I've done that for
shoved
sure.
almost all the way off the bed type shit.
Yeah, I've done
like
that.
push like I'm about to fight you, nigga.
I've done that. I've done where I'm
Yeah.
just like, really? Like, I need a California king for real.
Yeah,
But my
for the
room's
space.
not not big enough for it though, because
That shit is huge.
I put a
bro.
California king in my boy. That bedroom is
huge,
done.
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
My room is
You can't even
already
get
not-
into your closet.
Yeah, it's already done. Like, I can't do that until I open up because I've thought about either turning my house into a 2-bedroom or just knocking one of the walls down, making the office actually a little bit smaller because it doesn't need to be that big, making the master bigger, and just doing like, you know what I'm saying, just so
Yeah.
I can have like an actual up-to-date, large, modern
Bed.
bedroom size. But you know what? I don't even need all that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, let's get out of here, yo.
Yeah.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything to 3 Podcast. Another viral clip this week. South of the Border is going crazy. The South of the Border on YouTube is at 1.2 thousand views. So we hit 1,300 views on that, or 1,200 views on YouTube. I reposted the Post Malone reel
It's
on,
going up.
and that's at 4,000 views or 4,100 views. The numbers are going up.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
already
absolutely.
at 1,700 views. We're already at 1,070 subscribers.
Yep. Thank you for that. Thank
We
you.
thank y'all for that. We just hit 1,000 subscribers
Yeah.
a week ago.
And we already at 70 more.
Yeah, we already 70 more. So we about to hit 1,100 subscribers. So yeah, road to 500. We just gonna start calling it out at 500 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once we get to the 2,000, we'll just start calling it out at thousands, or
Yeah.
maybe we'll do 5,000s at that point.
We're gonna pop champagne pretty soon too. So
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pop some champagne soon for sure. But yeah, y'all, Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything to 3O Podcast. Make sure y'all follow the LOI The Show on YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna make sure they get on TikTok too. I'm gonna hit them up and see if they can get their TikTok shit lit. Because if we get one of these clips to go, I want them to be able to get them followers
On
too.
there,
Right.
Yeah, I'll see if they can kind of get that lined up by this week. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Out.